what's up, guys? Welcome to Morningstar Co. Incorporated, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play live broadcast featuring these people below me on the screen. Hey, let's go around and introduce ourselves, starting with you, Chum.
With me, I am Chum. I go by Chum Nation around here, and I'm playing Varys Salvaran, the High Elf Warlock. About to figure everything out. Just put it out right off the rip. Just gonna figure it all out. Right, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. It's all figured out. Hey, I'm Joe. Go by the Nation of Joe. And I'm here playing Bree, the Warforged Rogue Fighter. And something's happening. We know it because it's happening. Right, Akechi?
I, on the other hand, will figure it out after everybody tells me what we did figure out. Then I'll figure it out. Delg is not very forward-thinking. He just thinks in the moment, so...
No.
No,
really?
He does a really good job at thinking in the moment, though.
Is that what's been going on this whole time?
No, it's actually been planned kind of like the dragons. Little does everybody know I'm actually a dragon that's been planning this the whole time.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Sarah?
Hi, I'm Osiris Franco. And Cascade had an idea that ended up being right last time. But she's a wizard, so she thinks about that kind of stuff right now. And always. Sarah's just not smart enough. Honest. Sarah's just been, looking at these, triangle shapes, trying to get him through that circular hole and being like, can't be done. What do you think, Ash?
Oh god, I don't freaking know. Hey, I'm Ash. I go by Ash and Rabbit. I play Hope the Firbolg Life Cleric, and I don't know, she's starting to look at that square hole and thinking everything can fit through there. That's it. Here you go, Saint. There you go. Your turn.
Listen, you're not wrong by any means about the square hole.
I saw that TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the party has found their way somehow back into Barovia after previously being there 2 seasons ago, and have noticed that things are, for lack of a better phrase, off the rails. They found the village of Barovia, for the most part, abandoned, and the March of the Dead considerably increased. On top of that, there were refugees from the town, a number of women and children, who were hiding from the march, pending a travel to Vallaki the next day. The party rescued them, set out on the road, and found themselves broken down at the crossroads with a graveyard and gallows, familiar place they'd been to before. This time, it wasn't just a visage that appeared before them. The body that was seen hanging there was taken over by some sort of wraith-like creature, and several revenants who had chased the party down before, them being their current target of ire, came out of the grave and began to turn into similar creatures, seemingly made from the void itself. The party dispatched with the group that was there to kill them, found their way to Madame Eva, got a Taroka reading, and set off back towards Vallaki. Which brings us to now. Back on the road again. We were using the new system for travel, and that system had you setting different rolls against a travel DC, and you needed either 5 successes or 5 failures in order to reach your destination. You have had 3 up to the point of the crossroads. So we have 2 more legs of our journey. You are free to use any skill you have used before. However, if you use a skill that you used last time, the DC will increase.
Or 1 and 3, correct?
You are 1 in 3.
Okay. With that being said, I'm going to use my cheating skills, and I'm going to hop out of the cart and cast Tree Stride to run ahead the path and get a good look at the path where we're supposed to go, since I can go like over a mile in like 6 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
Because dashing and whatnot.
Yeah, it sounds like a nature check to me, which I'm assuming is what you were fighting for.
That will be a 24.
Well, damn. Tell me what you find on the road. It's pretty clear.
Pretty clear road. Do I find a squirrel that's going to take us the rest of the way? No,
Oddly, you're not convinced it's not the exact same squirrel from Faerun.
Right. Wait, that's not all right. No, I expected, and I didn't see much. Just the road to take us to the bridge, at least, or wherever we're going to be at.
Okay. Does anybody want any sort of role play along this part of the journey too, following the things that happened? Are you guys just heading straight to Vallaki, or are you making stops on the way?
I think we're just heading straight there. We've had a interesting time. We've been talking a little bit, so I think getting to Vallaki, getting a little bit more information about the area now than previous is probably the best option.
Okay. Everyone else concur?
Agree.
Sounds good.
Only reason I asked is because you had mentioned stopping at the windmill before, and I wanted to make sure that wasn't a plan anymore.
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, your check is a success. So far we have used a nature check, a history check, another history check which I allowed at the same DC, and a survival check, and a perception check.
So we should have perception, I think.
Mm-hmm. Cascade, understanding that we're talking a little bit like reality itself is breaking down, and her and being more interested in like how far that theory would go.
Mm-hmm.
In order to kind of I think she would be trying to like commune with her spell book, trying to like think of things that like we should watch out for, right? So like signs of danger along the road that we might not anticipate, because this is not a traditional situation, right? So if things get a little bit screwy in a magical sense, that's what she would be.
Okay. So are you making an Arcana check?
I would make that argument, yeah.
Okay.
And I get advantage with it. Pew, pew, pew. We're gonna roll for fun. 26.
26. Yeah. What are some of the things that the book tells you to look out for?
Oh, now this is interesting. At this point, like, I don't know if the book is telling so much. It's like there's parts of the pages that kind of flip in different ways, right? So it's taking her to like some of the different spells that she has in her book.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe talking like different resistances, you know what I mean? Like,
okay. Typically
in this sort of place, you would anticipate these things, you know, like she's kind of pouring over radiance, kind of going back to the voids, right? And the spell book, it will like push the pages under her fingers and flip back to lightning, or flip back to other kinds of spells that would be more effective. And I think it's a little stubborn about it.
Mm-hmm.
And Cascade doesn't make any comment, but if anybody watches, like, normally she's pretty serene as she studies, but right now her brows furrowed very low as she kind of tries to force the damp pages to to like be where she wants them to be.
Gotcha. Yeah, another successful leg of the journey. At about this point in time, you all have made it to another familiar part of Barovia. Let me bring you to where you be.
Right outside the gates.
Holy hecking map, dude.
Yeah, it's the wrong one. Sorry. That's the right one.
Okay.
Friend buddy.
Friend buddy. He's there.
So you had traveled to Madame Eva's camp and have crossed the aforementioned bridge where Delg tried to yeet himself, or was going to try to yeet himself off. And
You like can fly.
yeah. At this point in your journey, you have made it to the crossroads with the gates of Barovia in front of you. Similar towering structures with giant statues. And a just monstrously large wooden door, set of doors that is there standing, closed currently. But you remember the last time you're here that if you walk up, they'll probably open. I would say Varys with Mistral, you would definitely be the first to know this. But it does still slightly come at a surprise, as if it wasn't there and then all of a sudden it was. As you approach the crossroads and come around that last little corner, parked there at the road leading up to Ravenloft is a black carriage.
Of course.
Is there a bag of money?
That's what I was just about to say. Is there a bag of platinum strewn on the ground?
There is not.
Dang it.
How about a broken cart?
There is not a broken cart, but that's a good
Dang.
question.
We might have some company up ahead. The carriage is there. Could be Rahadin.
Great.
Could be
My
useful.
favorite.
So what's the plan? Are
Should
you
be
guys just approaching? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on a mission. We're not going to be stopped by the likes of him.
We know how he thinks. We control him, or someone controlled him at one point in time.
Yeah.
Could do it again.
Yeah, you could.
I'd rather not.
You approach, and sure enough, as you expected, stepping out of the carriage and into the cross section in front of your cart is Rahadin. He stands there, blocking the way, and calls out to whoever's in the front. I believe it was Delg and Ingrid.
Ingrid's not there anymore. It's the only person we have left is the lady that was.
Oh yeah,
fixing
that's
the cart.
right. That's right. I thought I said that was Ingrid.
It could.
No, it was
might
another
have been.
person.
No.
No, you're right. It was a different person. So her. Did I say what her name was?
No, you
I
never
don't
gave
think
her a name.
so.
Yeah, I don't.
Mm-mm.
Her name is Sophia.
Very nice.
Tight.
Barbara the Builder.
The builder.
That's her grandmother. She
Yeah.
comes from a long, illustrious line of builder.
So to you, Delg, he calls out and says, "Delg, might I have a moment of your time?"
Yeah, I'd stop the cart and I'd get out of the cart and walk towards him, expecting to hear wailing in my head, so kind of anticipating as I get closer to him.
I mean, are you getting close enough to hear it?
He asked if he had some of my time, so I'm gonna go up to him. So yes,
I would like to say as soon as we stop, I bolt to the front to be with Delg as well.
Sure. What's everyone else doing? I'd say Cascade and Bree, you have no idea who the fuck this person is, just as a reminder.
Go ahead, Hope.
Yeah, I would just try and catch up, get up there. Not as close to where they are, but within range of my friends.
Cascade would stay with the cart. She knows that she's got enough range to be able to do what she needs to do in most situations.
Okay.
But would be keeping a very close eye on this individual.
Can I ask a clarifying question real quick?
Sure.
Did we rejoin with the other two carts, or are they just gone?
You have not caught up with them yet or seen them yet.
Okay, so we're all in the same cart.
Mm-hmm,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I assume you guys like hopped out and walked.
Oh,
over
yeah,
to
yeah,
I got.
Cascades.
I figured I was driving, so I got out of the cart
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, because like
walked towards.
Okay.
they were outside on the whatever that bench is called in front, and the rest of
Yeah.
you were inside, so you would have stopped, looked out, seen it was Rahaden, and then
Sure.
what your action
I would
was.
say this, though. I would say usually Delg and I would be sitting up front. That's how we had rolled before. So.
Okay.
But anyway, it's all flavor at this point, so we're all up there.
Sure.
Or Delg and I are up there.
Yep. Delg, Varys, you've both always struck me as people who keep a sharp sword. Yes?
For the most part.
He reaches onto his belt and pulls out something familiar to you. A little pouch. It jingles as he manipulates it, and he tosses it on the ground in front of you. It should seem familiar.
Yes.
What do you want, Rahaden?
There are 1,000 platinum pieces in there. They're yours if you do one thing for me.
And that is.
Kill me. It is when he says that, Delg, that the kind of symphony that you had heard in your head of wails and cries, you start to hear that the tone is different. It's not wails and cries of agony. Now it's like despair. Bless you. Simple enough. Just take your sword and slice my throat.
Why would you want this?
Why do you care?
Because you and your brother spent lifetimes subjugating and torturing the people of this land. Now things go a little not your way, and you just want to take the easy way out?
It's a little more than not your way.
So
Seems
he is
to me-
dead? He's gone? Sorry, Varys, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I get it.
Seems to me like the two of you made your bed, you should lie in it.
I don't think it has anything with them making their own bed. You think they asked for someone to come do this?
I think they made many choices over many lifetimes that led to this moment. And they should face the consequences of those actions.
I think only one person made many choices, and another one just followed in line.
Oh, come on, Delg. He was right there with him. He enjoyed it. You know he did.
Him or the simulacrum that he was made out of. Because he
That's
did
just
that.
a tool.
Right, but it was still controlled, so who says that this is the real one? Who says this one isn't the one? Who said the real Rahaden wasn't locked up and just use to make extras.
Well, when you prove that to me, Delg, I'll start sharing your thoughts. But there's no indication of that.
I guess my question is why don't you just kill yourself? Why do you want us to do it? Why someone else?
I've tried.
So what's preventing? I guess I don't understand how me doing it is going to work then.
To be honest, Delg, I don't know that it will.
Can you tell us what's going on, at least? I think we both know that money's not going to do me any good unless we can get out of here. And he may have an idea of what's going on. You may have an idea of what's going on. But it'd be nice to see. You might know something else, I guess. Trying to figure this out.
This land was separated from reality a long time ago, and the forces that kept it in place have come undone.
Exactly how did that happen?
You know.
Was it just the death of your friend? Or was it something else at the temple? What was it exactly?
Delg.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to make an insight check, purely because of your passive perception.
23.
We've reached that part of the campaign, huh? So, you can tell that the muscles that are usually like tight and firm on his face seem like they're under more tension, and there's this little tick that he did whenever Varys asked that question, and with a 23 insight, like it kind of seemed like he wanted to say something, but either caught himself or couldn't say it. And with a passive perception of 23, you saw the tick and the tenseness in his jaw. Or whatever your passive perception is, 30, my bad. And an insight of 23, you get the sense he can't say.
Rawhead, do you know who killed Strahd? I'm not
Yes.
gonna call him buddy. Is there anything you can tell us about him?
He got what he always wanted. I wouldn't imagine you'll have anything to do or see him ever again. He's gone. He's been waiting for a long time to leave, and this seems like his opportunity.
I have a feeling that we might run across him again, though.
He's the only person I've ever met that rivaled Strahd.
So the issue I see with this is you remember me.
Yeah.
No one else has remembered me. You remember me, and if you remember me, you know that we did rival Strahd.
Not just one of us, though. He's talking about a single.
Right, but we're stronger than before. I'm not saying that we can take him, and I'm not saying anything along those lines. But the question that I have is, if you're not going to give me any more information about the guy who killed him, how do you remember me?
We remember every time this place resets. Some of us.
Are you the only ones? Yeah, who else is going to remember?
Who else was important to you? The last time you were here. I'd have a hunch they would remember.
I'm more worried about the more powerful evil beings of this land.
Delg, you notice another tensing of his jaw.
I would like, seeing how you said that, I feel like he can't say it. I'd like to cast Sending to Rahadin.
Okay.
I noticed twice now the twitch in your face. Can you tell me what you're not saying?
Hey, Delg.
Yeah.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Not a problem. I just remember I had my dice out, so we're gonna go with that. That is a 21.
21. The message that comes back from Rahadin is simple. It's no. However, with that no, you are fully open and exposed to the voices inside his head.
Okay.
And
Like,
they're saying
You
No.
went to you basically went to like the epicenter of his effect.
Right.
It's just a sword swipe. Or move along. Leave the bag. I don't care.
I'm gonna walk over and pick up the bag. Just hold it in my hand.
I'm gonna cast Sending again. And I'm gonna cast it towards Cascade. And I'm gonna say, be very careful and ready. But can you tell me what he is thinking?
One of the words is used on a sigh. I can try, but if he resists, it might be challenging. I'll do my best.
That's that. Knowing I just asked her, I know he's pretty powerful, but I would like to expend another charge of sending in the attempts to slightly distract from Cascade, attempting to help, aka give her an advantage on a wisdom saving throw. I am proficient in wisdom, so if you will allow it, if not, then it is what it is. But I would expend it whether or not it's going to work or not, just to try to distract.
So
help her out.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do this. It's another wisdom saving throw, and you know what you're getting into.
But
go ahead and roll it.
I would, what I would say to him is, 25 words. I think the first word I would say is evil. And kind of hesitate afterwards. Evil lurks in this place everywhere. Evil doesn't have to be one person. That's what. Evil can just be Strahd.
Make your wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is a 20. 30-20.
His response comes back saying, and we're going to shift to Cascade. Hey, Cascade, are you doing Detect Thoughts?
Yes, I'm just switching over because I realized Firefox doesn't have the stuff in to like ping it for you. Stand by while I walk around.
Standing by, actively bystanding.
Yeah, I can be a bystander too.
I'm a bystander. You're a bystander.
We're all bystanding. Well, I'm by sitting, but that's different. Okay. Swapping over. I'm just gonna drop the text off in the thing so you can see what it is. So I get his surface thoughts from the jump, and I can choose to delve deeper.
His surface thoughts are of despair, of loneliness, of giving up. It seems like his desire for Delg or Varys to remove his head is genuine. He's just done.
Cascade will still concentrating on the spell. She is going to try and probe deeper, calling from the cart to kind of try and direct his thoughts towards what she's trying to get at. What are you running from?
I need a wisdom save from you for probing inside his mind.
Okay. Fear. Oh no, 14.
Does she get that at advantage from Delg or no?
So
Since he
that
asked for
is
that.
not to get the information.
Oh, okay. Never
That
mind.
is because she is exposing herself to the deathly choir from within, which he can control how much it goes out, but like they're accessing the core of it. Cascade, you have not experienced this before, despite the fact that Sarah, the player, might have. Reaching into his head at first, there's like this dull roar of sound. Like, it's kind of screaming. It's like a scream that's been carried on the wind. As you press in deeper, it becomes deafening. You hear, and are sure of what you're hearing, you hear the sounds of someone's skin being ripped off while they're alive. You hear someone's jaw being dislocated and their tongue being pulled out, and you can hear the scream cutting off as the blood fills their throat. Like, you hear the sounds of people being tortured and brutally hurt. And there are hundreds of thousands of them that suddenly all start screaming in your head at the same time. First and foremost, your psychic damage is 23. You both hear the same response. Sometimes masters have masters. And sometimes there's more than one. You have that sack in your hand. Are you going to do it or not? I'm sorry, did you want to push further? I forgot to ask.
Yeah, no, Cascade's gonna double over in the front of the cart, kind of wincing at that.
Once.
And like through gritted teeth, before like anything else can happen, she's gonna try and dive one more, like, again, and yell out through gritted teeth, "Who are these masters?"
It's a wisdom save, yeah?
Yeah. 17. To be.
He rolled a 19 plus 7, so 26.
Yeah.
It just
then it
shuts
the
down.
spell just cuts off. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Once I hear that response and I hear Cascade like wince over in pain, I will pull Wayfinder out and attempt to cut his head off like he asked.
As you pull Wayfinder out, and he sees the bag in Varys' hand and says, "Are you gonna stand there and bleed or do something?" Rahadin drops to his knees as you approach him.
I'm just gonna climb back in the cart.
Yeah, I mean, I'd walk up, and I guess Delg wouldn't even hesitate. He would just go up and hopefully try to get it in one clean swipe.
Make an attack roll.
Is the prone, so that's at advantage, right?
Technically, yeah.
That's a nat 20.
Please describe the coup de grace.
Delg will walk right up to him. He will drop to his knees. As Delg pulls out Wayfinder, he will whisper to Wayfinder and ask it to make a sound purchase for a clean swipe. And he will just swing it as hard as he can to right at the neck and watch the head fall off onto the ground. and then turn around and walk away.
As the head becomes disconnected in those several moments when the blood flow is still enough for the head to be active, you almost catch what you believe, probably, to be him mouthing the words, "Thank you."
I just gonna go back into the cart and make our way
Put
to
the pouch in
Vallaki.
my bag and join Delg in the cart.
Please mark down 1,000 platinum pieces. Well, we're almost to Vallaki. You got a couple more checks to make on your travels.
1 second.
As they get in the cart,
Okay.
Cascade has a little bit of like blood that she's kind of wiping out of her ears.
I think I wouldn't let him sit on. I don't think Delg would let him sit in the road. I thought about making him grave. I'm gonna put him in the black cart.
In the what card?
And
In his carriage?
In his carriage, head and all.
Okay.
And then like, kind of like shoo the horses off towards the castle. I'm assuming that they didn't know the way.
Yeah, they take off pretty quickly.
And then not get in the cart to leave.
Cool.
Go to Cascade and say, it helps if you put some cloth up there. Hope can help get you cleaned up too. She's pretty good at that.
Are you hurt too? Do you need some help?
Cascade kind of like, you know, when you're talking to somebody who has a migraine and how there's just that kind of delayed reaction, you'll just kind of see her nod as she rests like back into the cart and like puts her head back. That man was unpleasant.
Atrocious. The worst. Hope's gonna clean you up, and while she's doing so, she'll cast Healing Word on you.
Cascade, like with closed eyes, as we're kind of like getting ready to go again. It would seem that the rats of this plane are trying to leave it. Is what we're here looking for somehow tied to these masters?
Probably. I think those were located in the Amber Temple. So, if all of our noodling beforehand is that at all true, then yeah, we're going to the right place.
All right. Thank you, Hope.
Absolutely. Let me know if you need anything else. You'll just want to keep your hands pressed up against your ears with a little bit of light pressure, just for a little bit to help stop it.
Cascade will nod and just raise her hands to her ears and kind of press as we begin to keep going.
Wonderful. Well, who's taking the next part of the journey? Need 2 more successes or 2 more failures, whichever comes first.
Well, in an effort to use a check that we haven't used before, I guess I would try to pay attention to the minutia of the land to see exactly how it's being perverted or whittled away or deteriorating, things of that nature, you know? Is the forest more dead looking than it was before, or is it, you know, glowing purple, or, you know, that kind of stuff?
Are you asking for a nature check?
No, either investigation or arcana.
I used Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Wait.
made an arcana check.
Yeah.
How about investigation?
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty.
We're looking for something specific. Makes sense.
Not good enough. 15.
15. Yeah. Varys, you know enough about what's going on now to know that the plane of Barovia is breaking down and unraveling. You know that the mists are untethered. You know that the people aren't who they were before. Like, there's something off about just about everything. So why don't you tell me what you find off that is so disturbing it makes it a little bit more challenging to keep on the road?
I don't know, things unraveling. I mean, it's hard to just go to the extreme and say, you know, like pieces of the world are blowing away or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, what would be unusual for Barovia is if the weather would turn nice, or, you know, greenery would actually be on the trees or something like that. You know what I mean? It's
Sure.
like the Bizarro world. So I don't know. It's really hard to say about this place. Like, what would be abnormal?
In all
you know?
honesty, we can run with that. Like, I'd say that. So this was technically a failure, right? So
Right.
to me, this seems like you would have noticed something like that. Like, there's a tree that just has like actual greenery
Fruit
on
growing
it.
on it or
Yeah,
something.
like
Yeah.
something that's completely out of place, and it's enough for you guys to just stop and try to get a sense of what it is. It seems like it's an outlier. It's just that one single tree for whatever reason. But it is enough to slow you guys down a little bit.
Okay.
One more failure, 2 more successes. Your choice, guys.
I feel like I know the way. And I'd like to use one second. I would like to use my animal friendship and speak with animals to do an animal handling check to tell the horses that we're almost there and how to get through the next leg of the journey.
Yeah, I mean, the horses are definitely spooked out. It's not every day that these horses have seen someone just decapitated in front of them, have seen ghosts come out of the ground. I mean, they're definitely frightened, so this is a good check.
Okay. And that will be a 24.
Yeah. What's talk me through your conversation with the horses.
So noticing them kind of being a little hesitant, I think we would like pull over for a little bit and to get down, and I'd like walk up in front of both of them and then put my hands on their sides and just like lean into one of them and mentally think to them, let them know that it's going to be all right. We're going to go to a town with people and there's going to be food, and what they saw back there was a dying man's wish being fulfilled, and it may have been gruesome, but it was better for everybody in this land, even them. And that try to comfort them and tell them that by the look of things, they won't have to worry too much for very long.
Since we're trying something a little different with this journey, hey Hope,
Yo.
how do the horses respond?
Oh God, how do they respond? Are you asking from Hope's perspective or just how the horses respond?
I'm asking Ash the player to be the horse.
Cool. Okay. So the one that you're like mostly talking to, is like keeping its eyes on you, whereas the other one is a little bit skittish. And as you're talking through the process, the one that you're most direct in line with seems to settle and calm itself, and even makes like a gesture towards the other one, that like, hey, this is okay. It like nuzzles its head on the other's like neck or something to try and keep the energy the same.
We will get back onto the cart with them calmed and with directions where we're going for our next leg, and we can continue on.
Well, there's one more success or one more failure, which means you are on the last leg of this journey. You are approaching the outer gates of the village of Vallaki. So this is the last stretch.
I would like to propose, unless anybody else has a different idea on this last leg.
Go for it.
Cascade would like, as we are getting closer, wanting to know that we're getting closer, but recognizing that things are a little fucky, would want to try and give us an advantage on the approach. She would be holding the little cranes from her origami spell that she can like say a location and they'll fly like a mile out and like land. And she would be using that to kind of create a trail ahead of them, so she knows like how close we are.
Mm-hmm.
So she knows when to like kind of stop us and move more quietly, to try and like prepare, like not just like, oh, and there's the gates sort of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
But to kind of quietly guide us there. I mean, I'm trying to make an argument for stealth here, that she's like kind of counting back to know like zone of influence, when to kind of stop and approach more carefully. But I totally understand if that's not the case.
I mean, the
origami
stuff is pretty small, so I can imagine that wouldn't be of much interest. I think Mistral, with the advantage on perception to flying ahead, would be able to kind of help if there was anything. So yeah, absolutely. I'll let this be stealth so that you guys know like kind of when to stop if you need to stop and all that stuff.
Right. Okay, here we go. Please be nice to me, dice. No.
Have a luck blade. It was a new day. I'm saving it. So this is where I'm going to use it at. Try again.
Hell yeah!
All right, so 5 successes. Before we get to narrating exactly what that is, I need someone from the party to roll me 1d20 and tell me what the result is.
Go.
Joe, do it.
1d20.
Yeah, Joe, roll it. Roll it, Joe.
I'm going to use my fancy new dice here.
Yay!
Yeah.
I don't want to use the fancy new dice.
No! Curse it. Put it in
Five.
jail.
5.
A 5?
Yeah.
5?
Might be lower is better. You never know.
Yeah, we don't know what it was for.
Yeah. It's probably a table. It says, "Oh, you have VIP
I was the
passes
best
to the
best
festival
roll.
in Vallaki."
Everyone gets chocolate ice cream. Huzzah!
No, so
Five different flavors.
Yay.
this campfire system, what it is if you hit, there's a certain number of that you have to hit in order to get there. It's 5 successes or 5 failures, which determines whether the trip was a windfall or whether it was a hardship. Since you hit 5 successes first, it's a windfall, and the D20 was to determine the specific benefit that you guys get after this rest.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not-
clearly.
it is not chocolate ice cream.
Has caramel ribbons in it. Oh, man.
I'd say probably just because things have been really turbulent since your return to Barovia. You guys have all kind of been checking your gear constantly and making sure that you're ready at a moment's notice for anything. Because of that, normally on a long journey, like gear might not be as tightly on you and might not be as form-fitting, so there's some chafage and things that might happen.
Oh no.
But the way that you have like strapped yourself up, like your boots and everything else, you feel almost like revitalized instead of tired at the end of the travel. Everyone gets to add 5 feet to their movement speed for the next 24 hours.
Oh my god, that's
Alright, cool.
amazing. Holy
Alright.
shit.
It's called the campfire system magic.
5 feet. I can run like a normal person now.
Right? I'm just gonna make a note of it because I don't know how to edit that.
If you
Click on it.
click on it,
I did.
and they're customized. You click on that,
Yeah.
it opens up a menu, and you can change the walking speed.
It won't take mine.
Oh, really?
Oh,
You just
Oh
put
no,
in
it
the
did.
speed
It
box?
did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I had to click
So good.
within that window versus clicking out. We got it. Amazing. I can walk 25 feet now.
You.
Hell yeah.
Eee.
Can you perceive through your origami? I can't remember.
No. Not with the closest I can get is the dogs will bark when there's like anger. So what it was doing, it was one of those. If you leave the train station going this many miles per hour, like she was using the math to like release, and then like when she caught up to the cranes to know, like, you know, knowing that they could go a mile, kind of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago she reached, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I-
Yeah. So, there is definitely something of concern just on the outside of the city that would stop your party. And because the last roll was stealth, you are able to secure yourself on the edge of the forest that is right outside where the road kind of breaks open into the area of this town with the lake to the north. And the gates are wide open. And there doesn't seem to be anybody manning them.
I was worried that this was going to happen.
Well,
Have we heard where was at all since we've gotten to Vallaki? Have I?
You can make a history check, or you can ask the rest of the party whether I've played the wolf sound or not.
Well, I know as a player, I don't remember hearing it.
I've heard
But
no.
just in case, I'm gonna. That's what happens when I switch it up and I don't roll my die.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, my dude. You do not
All right.
remember.
I would suggest the first place we go is the Blue Water Inn.
Okay. Have we seen the other carts yet? At all? Still?
If you're asking the DM, no, you have not.
Okay.
Maybe they just
Shall
left it
we-
open for us. Yeah, I mean,
Very outside of the norm for Vallaki.
yeah, but everything's been outside the norm for Barovia right now.
You're not
I
wrong.
mean, it's still daytime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
They didn't have the gates closed all the time. They closed them at night.
That is
Right.
true, but they had people guarding it though.
That's true. That's true.
Well, there's no reason to not go in.
I agree.
Or just keep an eye open. Bree, if you
Agreed.
can keep an extra eye open for us, that'd be appreciated.
Wait, Bree, do you have extra eyes?
Not available to me at the moment.
Oh.
But on your shield.
Hmm.
Yeah, her shield will actually will do a little wink.
See? Eyes.
Wow, very good.
It's pretty
Perhaps we could send Mistral in through the gate first. Determine if there's...
What about your book as well?
Perhaps I'll send you through the gate first. I'm just kidding. No, we can we can send her through. I'm sorry, Cascade. It was a joke. Sometimes I'm a little touchy about volunteering her for things. That's all. Especially if it could be dangerous. She's just little.
She puffs your chest up a little bit.
I know you're not.
That's
happy.
right, Minstrel. That's right.
All right, so she'll fly off to a safe height and have a look.
Make a perception check.
I shall do it. Oh, so 20 for a 23.
Nice.
Mistral finds nothing. And I don't mean there's nothing that she notices out of the ordinary. I mean, there's no one.
No people, nothing, no sign of life.
Get in there.
The gates are yours. There is nothing inside. Mistral has found no one. Not a single sign or trace of any of the inhabitants here.
Where are other people from Vallaki at? As I think to Wayfinder.
Ooh.
The sword points toward Vallaki. Quickly and decisively.
Perfect. We're good. Let's go. The sword says they're here.
That could mean a couple things.
Could mean way more than a couple of things.
Yeah.
This sword's super helpful. I love it so much. It knows things as soon as I know it too.
We're going to the inn, right?
We're gonna go straight to the Blue Water Inn. That's our best bet.
I think we should go to the inn.
Yep. We're ready.
Yeah.
You pass by building after building after building of nothing. The stockyard has no one in it. The houses that once, even like during the day when people were working somewhere else, were still, they still showed signs of life. This main street through the center of Vallaki appears to be an absolute ghost town. It is as barren as the section of the village around the death house that you had experienced before, where people just aren't there. You make your way to the Blue Water Inn, and approaching the door, it does not appear that there is anyone inside. There's no lights, no anything.
How about any ravens?
Make an investigation check.
Good question.
10.
Can't
That
see
dice
any.
is jailed.
Even looking over at the little house next to the little shed next to the Blue Water Inn, where you had seen Brahm and Bray playing. Don't see anything. Sophia speaks up. Where is everyone? This is where we're coming, yes?
This is abnormal. There's usually a bit more of a bustle around town. We know the people that inhabit this inn are used to. I don't quite know anymore.
You say a bit more bustle, because this is no bustle.
Like actual a lot of people. I don't know what's going on. Other than the land not being as it should.
I'm gonna go try the door of the inn.
as you go and reach over to the knob and go to check and see if it's locked, not only is it unlocked, but it's not fully closed. And as you touch it, the door just creaks open.
I call out for Danica and have a look around, see if, does it look like people just disappeared? Is there food on the table, or, stuff thrown about, or is it clean and look like someone prepared to leave?
That's gonna be another investigation check for that one.
Okay, dokie.
While that's happening, Sophia outside. So, let me just get this straight.
Yes.
We sent the children here, and we don't know where they are, and there's no one here. So where are the children? Where is my child?
I would like to cast Sending to Ingrid.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask where in Vallaki, where are you guys at?
Switching over, what was the roll for the investigation?
So I'm not much of a bird watcher, but for investigating the inn, I'm good at that. 26.
Okay, yeah. At first, it's not quite certain, or it's not quite clear whether it was everything's just clean and like prepared for the day, like morning in the inn, like when Danica was just waking up, or they prepared to leave. But heading back into the kitchen, and possibly even checking up in their room and knocking on the door, you can tell with a roll that high, they prepared to leave.
Okay.
Okay. The sending spell goes to Ingrid. I don't know. It's dark. I don't know how we got here.
Okay. As soon as I get that response back, I'm gonna reach into my bag, as I hop out of the cart, reach into my bag, pull out a stone statue, sit down outside the inn, and ritual cast. Let me find it. Divination.
Okay, that's gonna take you 10 minutes.
Correct.
So what's everyone doing for the next 10 minutes? I'd say a couple of those minutes are probably Varys going upstairs and knocking and investigating, but you're free to do something else too.
Yeah, I would come back downstairs and tell them that it looks like they packed up and left. If I had to guess, I mean, we know where they would go, right? They would go to the winery. Most likely.
Them, yes.
Yeah, them.
Everyone else. Where would they go to?
The church. I mean,
Maybe
I don't
they-
think the whole town would fit in the church.
If they
Right.
were trying to leave Barovia, not just here, if they were trying to leave, if there's somewhere that they would go.
No, you don't understand. No one leaves Barovia. They can't.
You did.
The people that live here are trapped here. They cannot leave. The only ones who leave are the Vistani. And they were allowed to leave by Strahd.
Strahd is dead. And someone just asked you to kill them in order to leave. I get the impression that that person was tied deeply to this land. It's coming undone. However this place worked before, it might not work anymore. You said
I
these
know.
people, the Vistani, can leave?
But the common citizenry, I doubt, would have any idea of what this place is. They wouldn't know to leave.
Mhm.
They wouldn't know to leave Barovia. Yes, maybe there will be answers at the Vistani camp. Obviously, there aren't any here, but we should stop by the church on the way out just to see. We have to go that way anyway.
Fair enough.
Bree, hope you doing anything while Delg is ritual casting divination in the middle of the street?
I think I would just try and go around to the surrounding buildings. Not even the inn itself, but just like nearby houses and stuff, and check to see if the people that live there had a similar leaving, I suppose. If their belongings look strewn about, or if it looked like they tried to leave.
Give me 2 rolls, please. I would like a perception check and an
Okay.
investigation check.
Okay. Here's perception. 14. And investigation. 5.
I mean, it seems there's no signs of distress or like quickly gathering things and like not caring how you left the drawers or not caring how you left things. Like, it looks like just a house. So maybe they left intentionally, or maybe they were just really clean. Maybe all the houses in this area were just really clean people. You're not quite sure. You do kind of feel as you're exploring through the village, like and going off of the main strip through the center, you start to feel like a chill, almost. Best way to describe it would be like, have you ever been like laying in bed at night and you just watch some scary movies, and like there's that thought in your mind as your back is to the room that like something's watching me? It's like that. There's nothing there. You can't see anything, but it's that kind of weird, tense, I'm sitting in darkness feeling. But it is the middle of the day.
I think Hope would act similarly to how Ash the player would after that kind of experience, where running down the hallway trying to turn on all the lights so that you don't see any shadows or anything. She would just ignite the sunblade just like as a reactive thing. Like, I know it's the middle of the day. I know this is irrational, but I feel like I need this right now.
Delg, would that be enough to distract you, seeing the sunblade ignite inside of a random house?
No, because I'm solely focused. I have my eyes closed. I've got my incense burning. They're lavender scented to keep me calm.
Love it.
That's cute.
Would the sunblade igniting trigger anyone else? Or was anybody with Hope?
Cascade, I mean, just kind of talking with Varys is like puzzling through. I think seeing the sunblade ignite in one of the nearby buildings would kind of proc Cascade's attention for sure.
Yeah, I think if I saw sunlight blaring out of some windows, it'd probably like get my attention. So yeah, I'll go with Cascade, see what's going on.
Can I see them from the window?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'll just like, thank you. I'll just try and wave like, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm just scared, and then continue looking.
Can the two of you make a perception check as you're looking at her in the window?
Perception.
I do have the observant feat, so I can read her lips.
20, natural 20 for 28.
Damn.
I got a 9.
So Cascade, you are able to read her lips and see, and you know what she said. Varys, nat 20, huh? Okay. You're not quite sure. As you were looking at Hope, either a shadow moved behind her, or a curtain blew, or there was
Wait,
like
what?
something in the corner of your eye that you saw. You can't quite tell exactly what it was.
Really, I'm okay. Just keep watch of Delg. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'll be right back.
She's not in the coffin maker shop, is she?
No, that's that's
north.
further
That's-
over
that's way
here.
north. Yeah.
Right. Wait, so what did I see? I'm not sure what I saw.
You're not sure, but something.
Oh, something. I saw something behind her.
Whether it was a shadow or like a curtain waved in a breeze and like changed the lighting, or
Yeah,
like something
I'm
out of the
just
corner
going
of your
in
eye just kind of caught your attention. Something was off.
there. Okay, I'm running inside the house she's in.
I'm already like upstairs.
Yeah. Hope's turned around and gone upstairs. Varys is bolted off into the house, which leaves Cascade and Bree.
Oops.
Cascade would follow Varys because he was being like, she's fine, and then turning to see Varys bolt. She would make sure that her book that she's just kind of had hovering near her, unless whatever, the book is there, leaving the book with Delg, but running to catch up.
Bree?
So you would have seen Bree kind of actually settle up next to Delg. Not like enough to be like encroaching on his like focus space or anything like that, not breaking that bubble. But just close enough that people can see, like, keep an eye on both of us, like we're in the same vicinity there. And it looks like she's just kind of watching him do this little ritual thing he's got going on. But what she actually did was she manifests her echo. And I'm trying to find this for the whole. Where is it? Yeah, so the echo will be out, and I'm temporarily transferring my consciousness to my echo. I can see through the echo's eyes and hear through its ears, but Bree next to Delg is deafened and blinded. This will be for up to 10 minutes, can end at any time. And this way, my echo can be up to 1,000 feet away from me.
Oh, wow.
Without being automatically destroyed. So, I'm sort of hanging back. But you'll see like Echo Bree essentially doing the same thing as Ash, but or as Hope.
It's okay, we're the same person.
But a much longer distance away. Like, yeah, Echo Bree is going to go a little bit outside of just the immediate vicinity. Not breaching that 1,000 feet, but she's going. She's stretching the boundaries of that radius.
Okay. Is there anything specific you're doing, or just heading into the fray with everyone else?
I am, as I'm walking around, like I'm not like rushing, but I'm like not sort of going slow unless there's something that catches my eye. But yeah, I'm making my way like outside around, like as much as I can, like around the radius of 10 minutes, however much 10 minutes will get me.
Cool. So I'd say there's a little bit, like very little time between this and when Delg's ritual cast is over. So enough time before it's over for everyone to get to the house that Ash is in and go in. So Varys, you'd be first to go into the house.
Okay. And then I go in.
It looks like a house.
I'm looking for a shadowy figure. I'll cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Casting Detect Magic, the only things that really ping for you are the things on your person, and you can see what you imagine to be Hope upstairs through the floor.
Okay. Hope?
Oh, hey, I'm fine. I told you I'm fine. I'm sorry. I felt a little weird, so kind of as a reflex, I ignited the sunblade just to feel a little bit more comfortable. Totally fine. Not really
but
finding anything.
I saw something. I'm not sure you're alone in here. I mean, besides me.
You found
I'm
a
not sure
sink?
we're
What?
alone in here.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm gonna come downstairs. It's kind of hard talking through a floor. I'll come downstairs. He says you saw something?
Time for Cascade and Bree to be at the door.
I'm just not sure, but when we saw you in the window, I saw something. I don't know what it was, but something's not right. I think we should all stick together.
Okay. Sorry for running off. I just wanted to help.
No, it's fine. I mean, it looks like we're alone here. It's fine. I just saw something weird. I don't know what it was. It might have been nothing. But
Maybe it was like my shadow from the blade, because this thing's really bright. Like, try not to look at it because it hurts your eyes a lot.
yes, it's very bright. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll put it down. Oh,
No,
hi.
I think you should.
Hi, guys.
I think you should keep that thing lit the whole time we're here. Honestly, at maximum.
I had a question about the blade. For another time, maybe. But
We have probably 4 or 5 more minutes.
well, I was
done with this thing.
That's true. Okay, yeah, he's gonna take a minute for that. I was hoping that you could like train me in it. I mean, I know how to like swing a sword, but I would like to be better at it. So if you could, if you have a spare
One
moment
does not
sometime.
simply swing a sword.
I know. I tried to mirror the movements that you did with it, because I don't really know what I'm doing.
Of course. Of course. I would be happy to.
That would be great.
I am proficient with such weapons, so
And I'm not.
even though I don't use them.
Well, cool.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh, hi, Cascade, Bree. Gosh, I'm sorry. Again, it was probably just like a shadow or something. Everything's fine. Everything's
Sorry.
Something.
cool.
Clarification: Bree's not there.
Oh, I thought
Bree's
it was
outside.
the echo. Oh, hi guys.
Cascade has gotten to the door now. With
Yeah,
Bree
and
behind.
she's not entered the threshold. Is there something in here?
I don't know, but
Musty blankets, some old bread. About it.
Are you sure?
Hey, Cascade.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
How could you? How's about a 23?
Yes.
You start to hear, as you are at the door, just after saying that, you start to hear this like minor harmonic melody that almost sounds like a broken music box, as if like somebody had wound it up and left it going, but like horribly broken and twisted, to the point where the music it's playing is not pleasant at all to hear.
Cascade's going to respond, standing at the edge of this door. Let's see. I'm trying to find this. Yeah, she wants to try and use detect thoughts to detect the presence of thinking creatures she can't see. So she's gonna drop detect thoughts and just push that out 30 feet. As she does so, I suggest you leave this building.
Oh, yep. We can leave. That's fine.
Yeah, go outside.
Nothing within 30 feet of you is thinking.
Yeah, Cascade's going to slowly back away from the building. Did you hear the music?
No.
What music?
We should get back to Delg. And she's going to...
Good.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, just turn on her heel and start moving back to where Delg is.
Delg, you have finished your ritual cast of divination. What are you asking? What are you inquiring of the spirits who have already bent over backwards for you time and time again?
Like, oh, this guy can. Man.
You're muted. The spirits have spoken. They don't want to hear your voice.
I'm gonna ask if Elders can help me once again and tell me where Ingrid and the children are at.
The plume from the incense that has kind of been waving in the wind suddenly takes on a perfectly straight line into the air. And as you have seen happen before, it takes a sharp 90-degree turn and seems to be trailing out of the town of Vallaki in the direction of the winery on the road.
Okay. I will look at Bree in front of me and be like, hey, we need to go. And I'll turn and walk to the cart and get on the cart.
As Bree
And
stands
I
there.
and look back at Bree. And then seeing that he doesn't move or she doesn't move, I would go up and place my hands on her shoulders and kind of shake her a little bit.
Seems to be completely out of it.
I would like to see if I can locate anybody else because
Yeah, they're on.
while
they're on
I
their way
was okay, I say because while I was praying, I pretty much shut everything out,
back.
kind of like what Bree did. If I see him, I tell him to wave. Like I motion him to get back, and I'll like try to point at the plume of smoke leading out of Vallaki.
All right. Well, I guess we're going. Do we want to stop by the church on the way out or not?
Would like to follow this before it goes away.
Well, if I'm right and they went to the winery, that's past the Vistani camp, which we definitely need to go to.
So what I didn't tell you is they don't know how they got where they're at. It's dark and they don't know.
We should move quickly then, if we wish to help them.
I would like to point out, we don't know how much time we have here.
Then we better stop talking and get moving.
Where do we need to go? An Argensbond hole?
No,
Where else?
the Wizard of the Wine's winery is... Well, I don't know that's where the smoke is going. I just assume that's where the Marikovs? Go. Is that their name?
Make
But I asked where the kids and Ingrid went.
make a history check or a survival check for me, Varys.
Can I assist in history?
If that's what he wants to roll.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because, yes. I'd rather roll at advantage than with a +3 on survival. Oh, that's a 20 for a... What is it? History? 22.
So you remember the last times this particular spell has been cast. It traveled along a direction of, like, as the crow flies.
Okay.
Not like Wayfinder points the next step.
Right.
And this is going out of town, following the road. So this is more in the direction of Kresk than it is in the winery.
Okay. So it's not... Okay. Yeah, because the winery would be off the road, and it's following the road.
And the winery's far to the south.
Right. Okay.
Which could be bad because last time we were here, the abbot was doing terrible things. Or not so terrible, depending on how you want to look at it.
Yeah, it's a matter of perspective, isn't it? But it was pretty terrible. Right, but do we want to go all the way there? If this goes all the way to Kresk, we have to go to the camp and talk to the Dusk Elves.
Right.
Casimir. He's right here.
I will get out of the cart because I was in the car waiting, and I would motion Varys to go towards the inn with me, getting away from the lady that's with us, out of the earshot. And I will tell Varys she's missing a child, her child. We told them that we would help them. Can't, if you're gonna change your mind or take a detour, otherwise you definitely are gonna either have to tell it to her straight or not be so blunt about us not caring because we have other things to do.
Okay. I'll look Delg dead in his eyes and say, don't you ever accuse me of not caring. We are on a mission to save the entire reality, right?
What are we on a mission
including
here for?
the people of this place, diverting that for an unknown purpose to save one child when the balance of everyone rests on what we're doing.
It's not one child, and they got all the way towards Crest before we got to Vallaki, and they don't know how they got there. Something took them or transported them there. We do not know what we're in Barovia for. This could be the reason, or could be the thing that we're here for. We don't know.
Was there anything about these people in the Taroka reading?
I don't know. Because the Taroka readings are never 100% accurate and they're cryptic.
We'll leave it to the group then. I don't agree with this path. But I have no problem telling the woman to her face and saying it straight that our purpose is
You don't know.
more important.
You don't know the purpose.
I know it does not involve running off to save 11 women and children in the middle of it. That's not what we were sent here to do.
Nah.
And you know that.
How do you know?
Convince me. That's what we're here to do.
Why am I convincing you that's what we're here to do when you can't tell me what we're here to do? You're telling me that's what we're not here to do, but you don't know what we're here to do. So you can't tell me what we are here or not here to do, because none of us know. I understand what you're saying.
I'm fairly confident that that particular thing is not the reason we were sent here.
No, but it could be where they're at, could be the reason that we're sent here.
And no part of that reading is Kresk indicated.
Hope is going to enter the inn at this point, noticing that they've been gone for a while. Okay, so I understand the problem that we have. Can we not ask Sophia if we can stop at the camp, which is just off the road, just outside of town right here, to get some information, see if we can get some answers, because maybe they saw what happened. Maybe they know what's going on with this whole town instead of just going out there and trying to figure it out. We're supposed to have some answers with the Dusk Elves. It's possible that they have more connected to this now too.
It's Barovia all over again.
They're not going to
I'm
know.
going to get into the cart.
The citizens don't know what's happening.
I'm going to get into the cart.
The place is falling apart.
I'm going to sit down in the back, and you're going to lead the way it is. Every time we were in, or last time we were in Barovia, we had a plan. We went somewhere, and it changed everything, and we never finished the plan, because every time we go one way, it leads to everything else, and then we stop doing what we were going for initially.
That's what you're doing right now.
No, we came into Barovia not knowing what we were. We found the people. We told them we'd get them somewhere safe. Now we're going to stop in other places, because that was the plan, because they were supposed to be here safe.
No, that wasn't the plan. The plan was not to get those people safe. That was a diversion that we found in the village of Barovia.
But we told
that was
them
never our
together.
plan.
We don't know. We don't have a plan.
We do have a plan. To go to the camp, talk to Casimir, go to Argynvostholt, talk to them.
Delg will turn around, walk out the door, and get in the back of the cart.
It's okay. I understand. It is a lot like how it was the last time we were here. Do you remember Magnus and I running back to the village, hearing that church bell? Do you remember that? It feels
Yes,
a lot
I
like that.
remember. I agree. And it was a diversion that didn't need to happen. That's exactly my point.
It still revealed some information in a land where we're not really given much, but it's not. I don't know if that's what we're here for. So I understand. Let's try and talk to Sophia and see if we can go to the camp, since it's just off the road. And it's right here. We might be able to get more answers. We can try and calm her down. And then if what we hear from those at the camp confirms that that is the direction we need to go, then we'll do it.
Okay. I can tell you that a scared mother is probably going to want to go directly to wherever she thinks her child might be. She isn't going to want to stop.
I would do the same thing. But we're not the parents of that child. We have to think rationally about this.
Talk to Delg about that.
Can and will do. And head back to the cart.
We'll go back out to the cart, yeah.
All right, friends, we have a couple different paths ahead of us. We're being led out of town towards where everyone is. There's also someone who's supposed to help give us answers and who is in such proximity to the city that they might have some answers as to what happened and give us information that can help us instead of going in blindly. We can either approach this completely blind and be completely unready for what is out there, or we can go.
Delg will stand up in the back of the cart and draw his sword out and point it right at Hope.
I don't like it when you do that. I'm just gonna say that.
And he'll look Hope right in the eyes and say, I don't care, you don't talk to me like this.
I'm just presenting
And-
options.
And he will... he will get out of the cart and start walking towards Hope in a threatening manner.
Nope, he's not getting out
With
of
the
that cart.
sword out?
He's not getting out of that cart. Cascade's been sitting in the cart kind of reading through her notes, and when Delg kind of disgruntled got in, she would have given him a look, but not said anything. Cascade's going to... Fuck, it's the best we can do. Like seeing him pull a sword and say that something so directly to Hope in such a threatening manner, she's going to grab her staff and command Delg to stop. I'm casting command to tell him to stop.
At this point, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All
Give me
right.
a second here. I'll get your tokens up here.
Okay.
There's 3.
What the fuck is happening?
There's Hope.
I don't know.
There's Varys. There's a Mistral.
Low roll. Damn it. Well, I'll take
Did
it.
I miss anybody? You guys are all out there, yeah?
Yeah.
So we'll say Hope is, yeah, you guys are there. Cascade's there. Yep, so he's in the cart, I guess, yeah. So you're casting command, you said?
Yeah.
And are you guys actually on the turn order track? Yes, you are. No, you're not. Varys is not. Varys, did you roll?
Chum, I rolled an 18.
Yep, +2 on mine.
Yep. Delg gets a 17. Oh, I should definitely come back from my hiatus for this. But yeah, let's do that.
Dance.
So Cascade casts command. What does it do?
It's a one-word command. There's a wisdom save. But I'm saying to halt, stop. The target doesn't move and takes no action. So he's just got to pass
27 wisdom save.
Yeah, that's my It's the best thing I got. So he saves, and that's all I can do.
Cool. That starts us into combat. Varys, you're up.
I look at Delg and say, you leave me no choice, and take the staff. You'll see the familiar white glow. He slams it on the ground. These blocks 5 feet in here?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
All right,
it's more just for abstract, like where you are and positional.
Okay.
Don't have to actually.
So basically, I'm casting Wall of Force around Delg, the white, the iridescent white bubble, 10-foot radius, and I'll place the one wall 5 feet in front of Delg to stop his movement and trap him inside the bubble.
Okay. Doug, you are currently in a bubble. Anything else you'd like to do, Varys?
That's it.
Okay, that brings us to Bree.
Yeah, so Bree's definitely back. She would have popped up like a little bit before this, but was still kind of just like in the zone, kind of getting her bearings back. And I think when I saw like the approaching Delg, yeah, Bree would have kind of come up and gotten in between there. Yeah. And there's something that I don't use that often, so I'm trying to find it. Oh, that's what that is. That's not okay. I have no idea what to do. So, I am going to, I'm gonna hold an attack.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some defensive things I can do as like reactionary things, but for action, I'm going to hold an attack if anything is coming to harm Hope. I will attack it.
Anything that comes to harm Hope will proc your attack, which brings us to Delg's turn.
I know what this is, so I'll look right at theirs and cast Sacred Flame.
Which I believe is a dex.
Was that a dex save?
Yes, that is a dex save. 18.
Counter spell.
Okay.
Sacred Flame is a cantrip, so that automatically dissolves it.
Enough, Delg.
Yeah, that's my turn.
That brings us
I'll just
to...
pace back and forth and looking at the whole party.
Sure. That brings us to Cascade.
Cascade is gonna be move up to the wall, of course, looking at Delg. Delg, stop. This is enough. There's no reason to be this way. What are you doing? No response?
No, he's just gonna be eyeing the hole as he paces back and forth.
Cascade going to turn and look at Hope. Hope, can you banish him?
I was already thinking it.
That probably won't work here, if you remember.
It's the best we have. And then Cascade's gonna go ahead and just stand in front of Delg in an attempt to keep him from seeing the rest of what the party's doing. You know what? And then she's gonna do some cool shit. She's going to, as she's standing there, looking at Delg, you'll see as the ground around her starts to shake as if there's an earthquake, and parts of the ground are gonna break up and start hovering around her before kind of clasping onto her form in different places. It's encasing her in an armor that looks like in between it, you've ever seen a mudslide the water that's like kind of around her in general, it will look like there's a mudslide sliding in between the different grooves and cracks. There's a cascade becomes encased in stone. And then let's see. Yep, you're gonna watch as I'm casting investiture of stone. You will watch as Cascade then melts into the ground, moves under the force wall, and reappears inside.
Amazing.
Should be able
She's
to
an
do that.
earthbender.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, or is that enough awesomeness?
Delg. Enough. And that's her turn.
Okay, which brings us to Hope.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I'm sorry, Delg, I gotta try this. I have a question. DM.
Mm-hmm.
This very obviously feels like outside of Delg's normal responses to things.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything about his appearance that, or like, obviously the way he's acting is sus. But is there anything that like gives away that there might be something controlling him?
I'm gonna need more of an argument for how, like physically, he doesn't look any different.
Okay.
So, like, just at a surface level. You can try to make a perception check as your action, or an insight check as your action, to get his intent, or to look for what you're asking for. Or you can make an argument that you're looking for something else, but I don't know what else you'd look for.
Okay.
So you're fine.
My passive insight is 20. I don't know if that means anything.
Okay, I'll give you this. You said it looks out of the norm for Delg. It doesn't
Yes.
look out of the norm for Delg. It's just that it's normally not focused at you.
Interesting. Okay. Huh.
Like, it seems like it's Delg.
Okay. The passive of 20. Still looks like he's Delg. Fuck. Okay. Ugh. Torn between what to do. Would I know that this wall of force, like, I can't go through it?
I feel like Varys would have talked to you about that
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah,
Like in a strategy planning session.
Okay.
With the effectiveness that you guys stun lock everything I have, I feel like you guys have planned. So
Yeah. Just confirming. Okay. Fuck. Okay. I will attempt to cast Banishment on Delg. The argument that I was trying to make was, does it look like there's something controlling him? And can I banish whatever is attempting to do this to him instead
Sure.
of him?
Sure. So I would give you, as an action, perception check to look
Okay.
around and see if you can find someone controlling him, if that's what you're looking for.
Damn. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want to just get rid of my buddy here.
Yep. So, so the action is to look around. So make a perception check.
Nat 20 for a 25. I'll take it.
Get it. Get it
Very
home.
good.
Even if it means nothing, like nothing's there, I'm okay with that.
Looking around and knowing that this is so out of character for Delg, and knowing that there's got to be something else, you catch a very similar glance at something. You're not quite sure what. The same that Varys did before. You're not sure if it's like a shadow or if it's a curtain moving, but something out of the corner of your eye as you were looking at the surrounding area.
Okay.
I will tell you that it was something you saw inside somewhere, just like
All
Varys
right.
saw in the window behind you.
Okay. Well, now that that was my action, what I would like to do as my bonus action is summon my spiritual weapon to hover just above Delg.
Okay. You could summon it inside there, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you taking your attack?
See, that's where I'm stuck.
Maybe a good bonk will help shake something loose.
That's also what I'm thinking. Like, we're just all on the same level here today. Ridiculous. Yeah, I think I will summon the spiritual weapon directly above Delg, but instead of having this serrated icicle tilt down towards Delg, have the blunt end of the back of the icicle flip towards his head, and as gently as possible to just try and knock some sense into him, just like hit him on top of the head, non-lethal damage.
So like,
Just
are you saying
bomb.
non-lethal, like I don't want to kill him,
Yeah.
or are you saying that you are actively trying to pull this punch? It is the difference between a straight roll and disadvantage.
Interesting. Ugh.
Because
I
like
mean,
I don't
wanna-
want to I don't want to kill him is one thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm attacking to down him and incapacitate him. I'm not attacking to kill him. But
That's
if you're
pretty
like
much what I'm going for.
perfect, just a straight roll then.
Okay. Sorry, friend. It's probably not even gonna hit. Well, 25. I don't know if that hits.
Yeah.
Whoa. I hit Delg. Wow. What the fuck?
Roll your damage for that.
All right. Well, here's
Bonk.
that. It's 9 force damage.
And
Is
Delg.
this-
I'm assuming you would like to make another intelligence saving throw. Okay, got it.
Whoa.
12 points of damage, you said?
9.
It doesn't
Nine,
seem like
sorry.
it's done anything.
Damn. Well, I guess that's all the Furbolg wrote. It's my turn.
Which brings us to Varys. Oops, sorry.
Let's see. Since Delg thinks he knows me so well, what tricks I have up my sleeve. Did you try to banish him?
No, I had thought.
Okay. Okay. Hope. How long does it take you to cast Greater Restoration? Is it a time? Is there a long time? Is it a time spell?
No, I was thinking that too. I just can't get into him.
Yeah, I need you to move closer to him. I can. This is a lot for 6 seconds.
It's fine. Also, as a reminder, this is all abstract. Like, you guys are just in an area
Yeah.
together. Like,
Okay.
I have
So
to touch him.
here's okay. I know that. So knowing that he's tried to cast a spell at me through this particular barrier, I have another barrier that he won't be able to do that, and he won't be able to leave. But I need to put you inside with him to do your thing. So I guess, and Cascade, you're 10 feet away from him. I mean, you're keeping your distance from him, or are you standing right next to him?
Cascade's inside the cage with him, and you would see as well, like, there's water, like, kind of starting to, like, form
Yeah.
around her.
Right, but, you know, the thing is, it's a 10-foot
Yep.
radius, so
Yeah.
I guess my question,
she's-
my main question would have been, how close did Delg get to Hope when he left the cart?
well, Cascade tried to. Well, it would have been close enough.
Within 10 feet?
Hope would
Yeah,
you
I mean,
give it
I
10
guess.
feet?
Yeah, like looking at it, I mean, if I'd be like up against this wall, like if that's how we were standing, I'd be like right there at the edge of the wall, like
Yeah, like it's
when I end my turn, because I was looking at you, so I was getting close, but because I
Okay.
turned my attention to you.
Okay. I mean, yeah, probably.
Well, if Hope got within 10 feet, then Varys, if you had yourself between Hope and him,
Okay.
you'd be like that.
That's Bree, but
F. Murray Abraham.
So Bree was the one that was in between them.
yeah, that's
You had
right.
it right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Bree's there to protect. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. First time I've used this spell. So I'll drop concentration on the wall of force, and you'll see Varys's wand kind of light up green, and then a shimmering box of green energy, 10 foot on a side. It's a cube, 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot cube, encasing Delg, Bree, and Hope inside as he casts a force cage.
Cage match. Whoa! Let's fucking go.
So the save is if you want to teleport or use interplanar or ethereal travel to leave, you have to make a charisma saving throw in order to leave the box.
How, wait,
No
what's the
spell.
size? What's the size again?
10 by 10 by 10 by 10, 10 foot cube.
Okay, so that's only gonna get... That can't get all three of them.
I'm 5, Bree's
Oh.
5.
Yeah, I'm
That's
Okay.
10 feet.
Well, but you guys were talking about it before. You could have Hope push forward.
Yeah.
If you
That's
want.
fine.
Like, we can do one of those.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
the intent.
Cool, there you go.
So no spells can be cast in or out of this box.
And there's no save to not let it happen or anything. It just happens.
The save is only if you try to teleport out of it. Use
Or if
magical
I walk,
means.
can I walk out of it?
No.
Ooh.
An immobile, invisible, cube-shaped prison composed of magical force springs into existence around an area you choose. It can be a cage or a solid block. This is a solid box. The prison in shape of a box can be 10 feet on a side, creating a solid barrier prevents any matter from passing through it and blocking any spells cast into or out from the area. A creature
cage is
inside
a
the cage.
bitch.
A creature inside the cage can't leave it by non-magical means. If he tries to leave, must make a charisma saving throw. If you succeed, then you can leave. If not, you stay. And you waste that spell.
Mm.
And it cannot be dispelled.
I don't know.
And it lasts an hour. That's why I bought the ruby dust.
Right. So you put me in a cage that spells cannot be cast, so if you can't cast,
No,
To heal
they
me.
can't be cast into or out
Or out
of,
of.
not inside of.
So,
Okay.
it's a cage. It's literally a cage match. So the three of you are now in a
Amazing.
cage match.
okay.
Love it. Can we see through this thing, or is it just a
Yeah,
solid box?
it's invisible. It's invisible.
You've all seen it before in the Abyss.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. I remember this.
I remember.
And this one lasts an hour, not 10 minutes.
And it's not concentration. Which
And it's not
is baffling
concentration.
to me.
Fuck!
Yeah.
yeah, force
Yeah.
cage is mean.
But it does cost 1,500 gold worth of ruby dust, so...
one time.
Not,
It doesn't
it
consume
does
it.
not consume it.
Oh,
I just have
you
to
have to
carry
have
that
it.
around with me. Yep. That's
do you
why
know
I
it
bought
doesn't
a pouch
consume
of
it?
dust.
Because it
Because it
says
doesn't say it in the spell.
tight.
It'll say in the components which the spell consumes if it consumes it.
Yeah, like
I
your
knew that.
Revivify and stuff like that with the diamond.
Yeah. Okay. Tight. Thank you.
There's anything
question.
else? Yeah, go ahead.
If I cast Fireball inside this, does it reach out of it?
No.
Nope.
Nothing goes
Oh.
out or comes in.
Okay.
It's like the Wonka factory.
Yep.
It was a bad joke. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Now, if I would have made it a cage and not a box, then you can cast in and out of it. But since it's the box
Yeah.
version, nothing can go in or out. Trust me, I've I have great plans for this spell at some point.
It's pretty good.
Well, all right then.
It
3.
is.
Cascade, you're on deck.
Bree, you are currently trapped in a box with the 2 people you have been charged with to protect. What do you do? One is attacking the other. How do you separate the children?
Bree has a malfunction and just shuts down. You've just created the Pinocchio
The Bree
effect.
paradox.
Yeah, you've created this impossible situation for her, and she just. Delg doesn't even need to cast Fireball because Bree just self-destructs and takes everybody in the cage with her. I think I don't know, the most logical thing to do right now. I know it's not gonna work, but I'm gonna throw out my my echo right next to it, so we've got a full party here. And what I'd actually like to do is and this is weird because he's listening to everything, so I know he's gonna probably come up with an argument for this. If there was some way that I would be able to be like, he's focused on like me or Hope and like the things that's going on, if my echo can pop up and kind of catch him by surprise to get him in a grapple.
Ooh.
I mean,
So I'm kind of arguing for like, I don't know if I can argue for a full advantage, but like if there's something there that can help in order for me to get a successful grip on Delg.
while I appreciate the efforts to argue for advantage, you're in very cramped quarters, and Delg is aggressive at the moment. I don't think I can give you advantage. You can try to grapple him though.
Okay.
It's just an attack.
Grapple.
Share!
Is it like a strength check or something like that? Is it contested or
Grapple's
no?
a special
Just a
melee
grapple?
attack.
Special melee
You
attack.
forgo
So-
damage
Very good.
to impose the grapple.
It's a grapple. Oh, cool. Didn't know that.
So just
Awesome.
like unarmed strike.
Breaking it is. No, it's an unarmed melee attack. So yeah,
Okay.
strength plus proficiency.
All right. Well, I think that's. I guess my question is in the technical aspect of D&D Beyond. Can I just roll the unarmed strike attack to
Yeah.
do that? Okay.
Sorry.
I just want to make sure I'm clicking on the right things and doing all that right stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I also can never remember this off the top of my head.
Mhm.
What does inspiration give you again?
Advantage.
So you get to roll again.
All right, because I had that clicked on my little thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a one-time advantage.
But you-
though.
Yep.
You can use it now to reroll that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Why does that always keep happening to me? That is like Bree's thing. I keep re-rolling the same goddamn thing. Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's 24.
No, thank you.
for funsies, roll your actual dice and see what happens.
I don't want to talk about it.
No.
Oh no.
What was it?
I don't want to talk about it.
I made sure to hug all the dice before I sent them out. I'm so sorry. I had a stern talking to all of them.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else you'd like to do,
I mean, mean, that was bonus and that was action, and yeah, that's, I think, all I can do right now. I have something in mind for other things, but that's all I can do right now.
Okay. Cascade, you're up. Delg, you're on deck.
Cascade's going to turn around knowing that she can't really do anything now that he's contained, but suspecting that, like, something fucky is afoot. Cascade's going to turn around and try and take a gander. She remembers she heard the music from before. Perhaps there's something here affecting. She's going to take a look around.
Okay. So perception check your action.
Could I make the argument?
You make any argument you want.
Yeah, she's specifically looking for. She heard Varys talking about what he saw in the house, and she heard the music. Could I make the argument she's specifically looking for that?
Sure. You want investigation instead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Go for it.
Awesome.
And are you looking at that house?
Fuck. Yeah, I was looking at that house, but.
Yeah. There's nothing in that house.
Gotcha.
Or at least not that you can see with a 7.
Yeah, I don't see any. I don't see shit. She is, however, going to move, like, in that general direction of, like, away from the cage, because there's literally nothing she can do. That's her.
Delg, you're up. Hope you're on deck.
Oh.
I'm afraid.
I'm stuck in a box with Bree and Hope.
I'm stuck in a box.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Bree and Hope. It's a Wisdom saving throw of DC 18.
What is this?
Hold person.
Hold Person.
Oh,
Wisdom
tight.
save.
Okay. 19. Nice. Ooh,
Close
look
save.
at you
20 for
go.
21.
Incredible.
Okay. With that, I will action surge and attack Hope with Wayfinder.
Cool.
Bree is going to use her reaction with that. Fighting style protection. While wielding a shield and a creature I can see attacks target other than you within 5 feet, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Oh,
So disadvantage.
tight.
Okay.
Fighters, man.
That is 13.
Say it, Hope. Say it.
No, no, thank
No,
you. Delg, I don't understand why you're doing this, but can you, like, stop, please? It's kind of scary. Please, thank you.
Delg, you want anything for your bonus action?
No, that's it.
You want to move? I'm kidding. Hope you're up.
Oh, God, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do the... I'm gonna move in a circle and pirouette like a ballerina.
Everybody rotate right.
Yeah, just... There you go. We're doing good old Greater Restoration, bringing out a little pouch of diamond dust, and I'm not even gonna be, like, nice about this because Delg is being a jerk right now. I'm just gonna shove it in his face and kind of smush it. Like, stop being mean. We're friends. Stop it.
Okay. What are you doing again?
Greater Restoration.
Can you ping Greater Restoration for me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, no. Sorry, Delg. No. You can't resist. I gotta. Let me look something up real fast. Actually.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, you are trying to stop
It's
whatever
not a-
effect is doing this, right?
It's not a charm.
Oh, I'm just an asshole.
The
Oh my god.
the spell.
not
It did
True.
finally just snap.
Yeah, I finally had enough.
You push the dust into his face, and you feel the magical energy connect and just dissipate. The answer to your question, Chum, now that I've said that, is no, it's not.
Right on.
Recognizing that it doesn't take, Hope is just gonna hold both sides of Delg's face and just be really sad. Like her ears will droop. She'll kind of sink down a little bit, not to his level because that would hurt her. She's way too tall for that. And just try and nice it out of him. I'm trying to have a nice off here.
Nice officer free actions.
Hell yeah. You can stop this anytime you want. We're friends. Stop it.
Brings us to the top again with Varys.
10, 15, 20, 25. Go right around to where he is. Delg, if you hurt her, I will never forgive you. And if you kill her, I will end you. You need to stop this right now. And who exactly saw this odd thing seen the last
Hope
time?
did.
Just Hope. Okay.
I like the little fake.
Mm-hmm, it was good.
Yeah.
I'm an autiste.
Okay. That's gonna be my turn. I'm just gonna stand right there next to him.
That brings us to Bree.
I mean, it worked so well the last time. I think I'll try it again. I don't want to resort to attacking quite yet, so I'm gonna try and grapple.
Okay. Please make an unarmed strike attack.
Bree.
Here's another
close.
question. Because that never mind. That answers my question. So never mind. As a bonus action, I would like to use an eye for detail.
Okay.
And specifically, nobody's talked to me about the things, so I think I'm gonna have to resort to the investigation check to uncover or decipher clues.
Yeah,
Okay.
investigate a mystery. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'm immediately
Yeah.
sad.
Does anything about that particular ability say that it can be done as a bonus action?
It is specifically a bonus action.
Perfect. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, eye for detail. You can use a bonus action to
Couldn't
do the
remember,
perception.
and I
or
wasn't
invest-
paying attention. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Change your dice color.
Yeah, I gotta change everything. All of this is going.
Anything else?
Nope. Be it.
That brings us to Cascade. Delg is on deck.
She's just, again, as long as that cage is up, there's nothing she can do. She's trying to, like, she looked at the house, nothing. She's just looking around, trying to catch a glimpse of something
Sure, make another
that might be
perception check.
causing this. God fucking damn it, Dave.
God fucking
That's it.
Damn it, Dave.
Okay. Which brings us to Delg.
So I can hear and see out of this box, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I was looking at Hope, and Varys walked up behind me and gave this little cute little spiel. And
We'll see how cute it is if you ever
he
get out of
turns
here.
around, puts Wayfinder away, looks Varys dead in the eyes, and pulls out his luck blade and goes, "Then you better let me out." As he holds it up against the cage in front of his face. And
I hate to break it to you, my friend. You're staying in there for an hour. I can't bring it down.
then
So you can calm the fuck
he
down.
will then just stare him dead in the face and cast Word of Radiance.
Oh no.
So it won't hit. It'll hit 3, Cascade, and Echo. It's a Constitution saving throw
Not
of 18.
Cascade. Oh,
Yeah, it can't hit Cascade. Can't
Why
be
not?
targeted outside. So it can't go
Or not
outside.
Cascade. I said Cascade.
yeah.
I meant Hope.
Everyone inside the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I believe will kill Echo.
If it misses the save.
Fuck.
Sorry. So this one's gonna be for me. 19. And this one will be for the Echo. 20.
Nice.
So Hope will take 14 points of radiant damage.
Mhm.
You don't have to do this, Delg. You can stop
Um,
anytime.
That's my turn.
Hope, you're up.
Okay.
Varys, you're on deck.
I'm going to take out a small gem from a random pouch of gems that we found in the Amber Temple a long, long time ago.
Yeah,
Hold it
corrupt
out.
his ass. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no. I'm gonna hold it out and look straight at Delg and say, hey, isn't this pretty? Isn't this nice? I'm gonna cast Incite Greed. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Who's right? Who's that? It's a wisdom save. Which against a cleric is
That's tough against
it's
him.
a gamble. Hoping for a low roll here.
1, 2, 4.
Fuck. Damn it. Well,
I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I'm not familiar with the Acquisitions Inc. stuff, so I was unfamiliar with that particular spell. I like that
It's
spell.
really nice.
it's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. I
It
haven't
is.
had the chance to use it yet. And considering all this, like 95% of the spells that I have are healing, this is like the one thing that I have. Okay, well, there's that. Oh, no, Mark. I'm going to use, as a bonus action, my Harness Divine Power to expend a Channel Divinity and get a spell slot back, because that didn't work, and I'm upset. So I'm going to get that fucking spell slot back.
Understood.
As my movement, I will sit down, so I am more or less eye level with Delg.
Okay.
You're actually going prone.
Yep, I'm sitting down. That's my turn.
All right, Varys, you're up.
Where did I type that? Oh boy. I typed something. It's not where I thought I was typing, so oh boy. Alright, I'm up. The first thing I'll say is Hope. Check the Seeing Stone and have a look around next time. If something's controlling him, we need to figure it out.
Okay.
And then...
And then?
No, and then.
No, and then.
I guess I'm just gonna take I'll first also say to Delg, I warned you, and then I'm gonna take 4 steps back from the cage, in case he figures out how to get out of there somehow.
All right.
I don't think he can, but
You know, it's Delg.
Can you link it so I can read what it says, though? Please.
it's in there. It's in there.
It's in the chat. It's in the Roll20 chat. Scroll up.
Just scroll up.
Also,
Okay.
I have content sharing on
If
for
you-
Roll22. You can click on the eye and just type Force Cage. And
Okay, I
look
see it
up
now.
too.
Thank you.
If you want to leave the cage, you have to use magical means, and you have to make a charisma saving throw and succeed. Which, good luck.
You say that, but
All right,
Alright.
while
you made a
Delg
solid
is
box, right?
while Delg is
Yeah, solid box.
Okay.
figuring out how to do catchy things, Bree, you're up.
I really hope this is going to be as cool as I'm imagining it, because
Yeah,
I haven't had that luck so far. But Bree's eyes are going to turn dark red, and she's going to look at Delg and say,
So be it.
and I'm going to do a couple attacks on Delg.
Okay, go ahead and roll attack.
Yep, it's not going to be as cool as I thought it was going to be. Not even in the slightest.
The elbows are hitting the side of the box.
Yeah, can't quite get enough of a swing to get around Delg's shield.
Sorry, Bree.
Not that one. Okay. We'll start there. You know what? Just to psych him out a little bit as a bonus action, I'm going to swap place with the echo.
Okay.
We're gonna start phasing back and forth.
Is that noticeable? Can I tell that they swap places?
I'm not sure, actually. Joe, can you tell me?
There's a 30 perception passive notice that you swapped.
You know what? The thing about it is, I think, given that we've had enough battles together, yeah, like with your perception, the fact that you've seen it happen a bunch of times, you would know what's happening. But it's still like, yeah, it's still that idea that I'm just kind of, I'm moving how I can. I'm trying to be agile in the cage, I guess. I don't know. But that's all I can do.
Cool. That brings us to Cascade. Delg is on deck.
Same thing. He's just looking around. Doing a real bad job of it. That's my turn.
Okay. Delg, you're up.
I am gonna cast inflict wounds on one second. On the bottom right, so I guess that one's Bree now, right?
Bottom right is Bree now, yeah.
Yes. So that will be a 28 to hit.
Huh?
Alright, so we're
And
I had to find my. Oh, there you go. It worked. 22 points of. I wonder why blessed attacks didn't work on that. It should have. It's another D8 of radiant. So 22 necrotic and 7 radiant.
They only work on cantrips or weapon attacks.
It said attacks.
Weapon
and
attack.
And yeah, this says make an attack roll. So.
Right,
Oh.
but it's not a weapon attack. It's a spell
It's
attack.
not a weapon attack, though.
But it worked on on cantrips. Okay, you're right.
Mhm.
Right, so not the 7 radiant thing.
Yep.
22 necrotic or 26 necrotic. It says. Never mind.
You cast it at second level, right?
Yes.
So how many D10s are you supposed to roll total?
4.
Okay, then yeah, it's 26. I get confused about how D&D Beyond parses
Yeah.
that block. So many, like, I just wanted to confirm.
Oh, the top was a 22 because I rolled it and then I went to
Yeah.
go click
Got it.
my
Makes
spell
sense.
slot. My bad.
That's fine. Cool. So that's it for you, Hope.
I will get out the Gem of Seeing and say bubbles. And look around
Okay.
in every direction that I can.
Okay. So you're not looking in a specific direction around you. You're just looking around in general at the surrounding area in the town.
Wherever I would have seen the weird thing out of the corner of my eye, last place I saw it.
Okay. Then make a perception check.
Okay. Oh no. 19.
All right, all right.
I'll take it.
It just looks like a house.
Fuck.
There's nothing odd
Us.
about it. Like, you can't see the thing inside anymore like you saw before.
Okay. Well, I've got it up for, the next 10 minutes or something, so I'll just hold on to it. And say, I don't see anything over there anymore.
It might have moved. It could be anywhere. Just keep looking around for something odd.
Okay. That's my turn.
Which brings us to the top of the order. As Bree's Echo, and Hope are in a cramped force cage. And everyone else is trying to figure out what has caused this. It is a hello, everybody. And welcome back to the Universe versus Delg.
It's not enough. You need more.
When we left off, we were at the top of the order with Varys. Bree, you're on deck.
Did Varys freeze?
No, he didn't. He's just very
okay.
still. He's
Very still.
practicing Way of the Still Monk.
He's
Take
good
that.
now.
Take that.
You're not the monk, not in this campaign.
He muted though.
There we go. Now push the button harder. All right. Okay. I would like to try to recall how we unpossessed Delg the last time.
Make a history check.
All right, Ash, it's all on your
Right.
dice.
I would like to
Oh,
use
no.
my proficiency to make it a disadvantage. No.
Come on.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. That's a nat one.
I'm so
Agree.
sorry.
That's all right.
Well, it works.
You can have a little time out for a little bit. All right. Well, that was my action. I'll hold position.
Bree, Cascade, you are on deck.
Now we're getting somewhere. Does 26 hit?
Yes.
Yes, please. Say yes, please. No, thank you, and yes, please.
11 piercing.
Okay.
Delg, can you please roll an intelligence save for me?
22.
You feel the effects pass from you.
The question is, do I remember everything?
Yeah, because again, so it wasn't a charm effect. You just got
Right.
confused.
Okay. That hits too.
Yeah, for my second attack, it's a 28.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes.
9 piercing damage. It looks a lot worse than it actually.
Yeah, because the sneak attack rolls every time. That was a good sneak attack roll right there.
That was a really good sneak attack roll, but it's just the 9.
2 6s.
I feel like it was like Delg like turned in the cage, right, to like square off, and like Bree like fainted, and then the echo like came from behind and just like slid the blade in.
Are you now?
Yeah, after he hit me, Del will kind of like, ow, stop stabbing me.
Oh, stop hitting us!
I didn't mean to.
Okay.
Your actions seem pretty intentional, Delg.
I don't know how to explain it. But I didn't mean to. Delg would just like sit down on the ground, like kind of just kneel.
Hope is already sitting on the ground, so she'll just reach out and encompass him in a good old fuzzy fur bulk hug. I could tell it wasn't you, but it still
But
hurt. Not like physically, it did, but like it hurt emotionally. So
but it was me. I knew what I did. I know what I did.
well, you fought against it, right?
I tried, but I couldn't really fight against it that much.
That's okay. I mean, everyone has intrusive thoughts, whether it's you see a bridge and you think, wouldn't it be cool to just jump off that, see what happens? Or like, man, this person's really annoying. I wish I could just punch him straight in the face. But you don't do it. I think what that was just intrusive thoughts being told to be real thoughts. You're okay.
I would like to take a short rest since I'm here for an hour.
Yeah, we got like 58 minutes to figure this out, so... Yeah, it's a good time for a short rest. I'll take a short rest, too.
I make a pretty good pillow if you want to lay down for a second.
Cascade starts sprinting down the streets of Barovia.
Wait, what?
Cascade starts running.
Where are you going?
You'll hear as she's running away, her shouting over her shoulder, "There's a caster!" as she just runs.
Okay. I look at everybody in the cage and go, "You guys wait here. I'll take off after Cascade."
All you see is that she's just running in a straight line down, I guess, like the main thoroughfare. As you do, you kind of see that her shoulders jerk a little bit. But let's see. After a little bit, let me see what I can do here. Yeah, as she's running, you'll see that she kind of pulls out her book and slams her hand down, and there's light. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic.
Yeah, so Cascade comes to a stop as she is running. Varys, you quickly catch up to her.
She then turns around and looks. There's a caster. I don't know where, but it's in the homes, and we need to move, and begins walking back. Then we need to find a way to cover us, because as long as we stand in this open street, we will be targeted.
So as
the four of them are safe. It's just you and me.
As you are referencing and looking back, you see both Hope and Bree frantically struggling to try to get out of the cage.
Bree is like kicking at this invisible wall and even maybe taking some swipes at it with the sword, just like attacking. And actually, I think the echo would go away.
Okay.
Yeah, Hope's basically doing the same thing, like banging her hands against the wall. Did you say that there was like a save that we could make to try and get out?
If you have the ability to teleport,
Hmm.
and you want to try and cast that spell, you have to make a charisma saving throw in order for it to succeed.
Okay.
So now here's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bree ain't magical, but the echo is magical. So the echo's going to go away. I would like to try to manifest my echo outside of the barrier, because it says I can use a bonus action to magically manifest the echo of myself. So it technically is magic. So I would like to try and get the echo of myself
outside of it. Though.
Yeah, nothing can physically pass through. Because if you guys could have cast things into the box or out of the box,
right,
then he can do this. Yes, you can.
It prevents any matter from passing through it and blocking any spells cast into or out from the area.
Yeah, this one you
spells
can't
cast into or out of. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But this isn't a spell. Well, it's still a magical effect. So
yeah, it's not a spell. It's a magical manifestation. So, but I guess it's a manifestation of myself. So I guess it's magical translucent. So it's like of me. So I guess I'm trying to argue the fact that like this would be a way almost, because I would
you
have
can
the
travel in
ability
between
to
it, right?
travel.
Maybe
Yeah,
she makes a charisma saving
yeah,
throw.
that's what I was just
and
gonna say. That this feels like
I just don't
a
see how you
creative,
can.
outside of the box way to do it, because it's technically magical teleportation, which is allowed in the text of the spell.
Right, but
Right.
when you cast a fireball in a box, it
Right.
manifests a fireball magically in the box. So you would have to cast the spell inside of it. So to create a magical echo
Right.
outside of it.
Yeah, it's a gray
But this
area,
is cast.
and it's a
It
gray
falls
area.
into teleportation because she can transfer herself
Yeah.
in
Okay.
and
and
out.
it's kind of like
Yep.
a part of her. So
Yeah, okay.
regardless, we're going with it now. So go ahead and try your
Charisma
charisma
save.
save.
Charisma saving throw.
And I am very sorry for the charisma I've pumped into Varys.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're not gonna beat that. It's gotta be like 20, right?
But like as often as I can try that, let me know, because that's what I'm going to be doing.
What happens
Hope's
on a
gonna
failed
try
save?
something. Oh, go for it.
The use of that thing is expended. So I don't know how many times a day you can manifest your echo. Is it unlimited?
It's a bonus action. Yeah, that's
Yeah, so if it's unlimited, I mean, I guess roll. What number does he need to hit?
20.
I need to have a nat 20 basically because I have +0, so I need a 20.
Okay, so what's everyone else doing while
I have a thing.
Are we in initiative order or no?
we're not in initiative order, but
All
Hope
right.
and Bree are both trying to get out of the box?
And I'm not, right?
You are not.
Okay, so I would like to use my harnessed divine power
Okay.
to get back a 3rd level spell and cast magic circle inside
What does do?
inside here. 1 second. Display. And naming all of it. Celestials, fiends, elementals, undead, all of it. So they can't come in. And the creatures inside the circle cannot be feared, possessed, feared,
Charmed or frightened, yeah.
or frightened, or charmed.
All right, so Cascade and I would have made our way back to the group. Well, at least I would have. Whether Cascade is coming back or not.
Yeah, Cascade's coming back.
Real fast though, Hope, do your thing, because the command only lasts for 1 round.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Sorry, I'm eating carrots, so I don't want to be
Yeah.
loud and rude. Hope is gonna furiously look through her bag and pull out the cubic gate, and look for a space, and try and cast gate on an unoccupied space just outside.
You won't be able. You won't be able to do that.
You can't cast the gate outside. We just
You can
determined that.
cast. You can put the gate inside with you and try to use it, but
Yeah.
that will require
It's a magical
charisma
item?
saving throw.
It
Yeah.
is. Damn
It's
it.
a
Never
magical
mind. Okay. Well, I'm stuck here because I don't have shit.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna help you with this. You could do this. Because if you're casting the gate inside,
To go outside. It's just making a portal, isn't it?
Literally all it is. Yeah, it makes a
And then you
portal
think it's
from one
cast
space
it.
to another.
then you could use it to potentially come back.
It's a way to get out. Like that's
It's a 9th level spell.
no, like I would argue like a dimension door, a plane, like going to another plane. These kinds of things would work to get out of this item. That's how I'd run it as a GM.
Mm-hmm.
Any magical teleportation.
It still
a
requires a
gate.
save.
Yeah, it'll require her to
Yeah.
save, but
That's what I was going for. That's
That's
why
the
I thought it would
problem.
work, because it's a magical item allowing me to
Yeah.
try and teleport via magical means.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Charisma save, you said?
Mm-hmm.
25.
There you go. It succeeds.
Where are you teleporting?
Just outside of the box. So like 10 feet away. It's like that moment when you're playing Portal, where you're like looking this way, but you're actually looking that way from this weird perspective over here.
So the verbiage on the spell says a different plane of existence.
I thought... Wait.
Conjure. See, to a precise
Oh,
location on a
what?
different plane of
You
existence.
can see within range. What? That's weird. I don't understand that. But sure.
It links an
creates a portal
unoccupied
that-
space you can see within range to a precise location on a different plane of existence.
So
Oh,
you could have made a portal right next to you to get you to nowhere in or back home.
And then used it again to get back.
I mean, yeah, I feel like she would try that.
So you can expend 2 charges since you made the
Okay.
save.
The question is, where are you going? Out of anywhere in the whole place, all the dimensions, where are you going? She's never coming back to us. This is where we lose hope.
Bye.
All
See you
hope.
later. Enjoy my backup character.
Are you are you actually gonna take everyone with you, or just you?
Do I have that sort of free thought in this instance to do that?
It only lasts for 6 seconds. It's 1 round.
I don't know that she would think that quickly.
It says the portal lasts for the duration, so
Well,
if everyone makes a save, they could all go through, right?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's up to whoever wants to try and leave.
If Hope dipped, I'm going to try to follow her.
Yep,
Because it
come on
lasts
by.
for a minute.
Say hi to my mom. She makes pierogies.
That is a 16, which is not enough.
Mm-mm.
I know this.
Bree, if you'd like to make the roll too, you can. Hope, are you just going home and then recasting it and coming back?
If that's what the go this way thing is telling me.
It was just telling you to run away from where you were.
Oh, okay.
So it would have.
That's a good question.
It would
then.
have stopped as soon as you got, because it's an action to cast that from the cubic gate,
Mhm.
and then your movement would have pulled you through it.
How long does that gate last?
A minute.
Mhm.
So you're home now
Yeah.
with free will to do whatever you want, and time to act before Delg and Bree come through.
She would drop the gate.
The box.
Yeah. Well, not that. Yeah. Just the concentration on it.
Oh.
Immediately.
And, well, like I'm trying to. The idea is that I'm trying to get back to where they are, but outside of the box.
Okay.
So casting it again, so I would have to drop it or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But like in that moment, she's home, so she's like freaking out.
Uh-huh.
She would have put herself right on the edge of the lake. Like her
Okay.
favorite spot to hang out was just like a little nestled area of a bunch of like, I don't know. It was a clear area next to a bunch of plants next to the waterfall.
Mhm.
She would take a moment to look at it and confirm that it's okay.
Describe the waterfall the last time you saw it.
The structure of the waterfall itself is massive. You can't really see the top of it very well. And you can really only see the top of it when water is coming down. When she was a kid, it was very pronounced, very easy to see with all of the water spraying off. And as time went on, up until when she left, it became harder and harder to see exactly where the top was because of like kind of how dark it is. I imagine this place like covered in massive trees. Like I'm from California, so redwood trees are what I think of.
Mhm.
Huge, rotund, massive, blots out the sky kind of huge trees, which kind of cover where the edge of the waterfall is. So it would have just been like basically like a creek running down, just a trickle of water hitting all of these stones and these boulders, only creating enough wetness on the rocks where the water is versus everywhere else where it used to be completely dry.
In that spot where that was like your spot that you go to, there's a bench. It wasn't there before.
I would look at the bench to see if there's anything descriptive on it.
There is an engraving on the back of the bench that says, "For Hope."
That's not supposed to be there. That's weird. I don't have time to unpack that right now. And just staring back up at the waterfall, how is the waterfall? Is it normal? Is it still that same sad trickle? Because she's been told that everything's fine.
Make a nature check.
Oh no. Or so sad.
It seems the same as when you left. Pretty similar. So not great.
There would have been a tree nearby that she used to, well, the village would have used to help track the passage of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like putting little stakes in the ground, or doing something with like the rings of the tree to determine how much time has passed, to keep record of that, since they don't have like clocks or anything. Would she be able to go over there and determine from when she left to the time it is now how much time has passed?
So you said you dropped concentration on the gate the second you walked through it. So you've got as much time as you want.
I know, but I don't want to hold this up because this is not the Hope Show. This is Morningstar, and I want to get back to my friends, but figure the fuck out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, you can tell how much time has passed. It is... You guys have worked out the time slippages you've been through.
Right.
Enough that you know how much time has passed for you. It seems accurate.
Okay. So it's still like about 2 years since she left.
Yep.
Hope is going to take out a pouch of dried flowers that she has with her. The same ones that she used to use to dye her hair. And leave them on the bench. Anyone in the village that knows her would recognize that this would have been hers. She's going to leave it there, wistfully look back towards her village, just for a moment, just to see if anyone's passing by, not really looking to perceive information of who might be coming and going, or if she recognizes anyone from this distance. And she'll kind of shrink a little bit in sadness, seeing everything in the way that it is. And cast Gate once more to return back to Barovia, to end up just outside of the box.
So before we get to that, Hope cast a gate inside the box and then disappeared, and the gate disappeared as Delg was walking up to it.
I mean, I can't get out of this box right now, so I guess I'm gonna sit down inside the box. Pull out Mittens and make sure Mittens is okay and give him something to eat.
Where do you keep Mittens on your person?
In my backpack. Mittens is small enough. He usually roams around, but while we're moving around, he stays in the backpack.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? Cascade and the rest have just come back saying there's a caster.
I think I'm still trying to get out.
It only lasts for 1 round. 6 seconds.
I think I'm still trying to get out.
Okay. So how are you trying to get out? Or is this just colorful flavor that you're just beating on a wall.
Oh, he's got his echo trick.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to keep using my echo trick. Like, I would like to not be in this box anymore.
So I feel like this is a take 20 situation. You will eventually roll that 20 to get out, and if we said that it could happen, it will happen.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm willing to roll.
Please
and
roll
just-
until you
I'm
hit a
just
nat
kidding.
20.
I'm kidding. I was just kidding.
No, I'm serious. Like, there's that, but then yeah, in between various things, she's just gonna kind of keep bopping and kicking at the wall and all that stuff, and
Okay.
it's a little less aggressive now, but it's still like, I don't want to be in here anymore.
I
Understood.
mean, eventually you will roll a 20, though. Just
Before or
odds
after the
are.
hour?
I'm not so sure about that.
So you will eventually get that, so you come out, but Cascade and Varys come back.
I can't stop him if I
Just-
can't see it.
I agree. If it's one of the hags, we might not be able to see it. Hope will be the only one that will be able to, unless you have a way of seeing things as they really are.
I do not. Cascade's point is, where's Sophia now that this is kind of ended?
She is in the Blue Water Inn. Has not come out.
Cascade's gonna go grab the cart and pull it up alongside the force cage to try and create like a backstop, you know what I mean? Like from one side so they can't be perceived, lining it up with some of the buildings from the street. And try and like look around as she's doing that, moving as quickly as she can.
Okay.
Try and see if she can perceive a threat at all.
Yeah, go ahead and make another perception check while you're doing that.
Neat, a whole 11.
Yeah, I mean, empty houses abound all around you guys.
I look around.
Please, by all
Yeah.
means.
Knowing what worked before, we'll keep detect magic up
Mm-hmm.
and seeing if anything gets within 30 feet. Any magical things other than my party and their items.
27.
Okay, 27, we'll get to that in a second. You are looking for what specifically and how far? What's the range in detect magic? 30?
It's 30 feet, and I'm looking specifically for the soul bag that we were able to detect before.
Okay.
On the hags.
Within the 30 feet of where you are currently in the center of the street. Can't say anything.
Okay.
What was your roll, Akechi?
27. Perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 27.
You now notice the same effect that I had mentioned before to Varys and to Hope. It is in a different house, though. Equally as close.
Okay. I will, since Cascade should be right there, I'd point out that I saw something that they mentioned earlier in a different house.
Point at it.
Looks like the southeast. East, south.
Is he pointing like towards a building?
Yeah, he
Yes,
just
yes.
added it to the map.
Cool. Cascade's going to like following his point in direction of like what floor he's seeing this in. Cascade's going to cast fireball through the window. She's just gonna light the whole thing up.
Fireball. You can run, but you can't hide.
What's the DC?
17 to take half.
You all, as the flames come down and that kind of roar of fire dissipates, you hear almost like a yelp of someone crying in pain.
Cascade wastes no time. She's moving up on that building, going to enter it. The pages of her book kind of fluttering as she does.
I'm right behind her.
What are you doing in the house?
Once she's inside, once she's in the door, hearing like the voice and knowing, depending on how long, like if it takes another 6 seconds, she's gonna cast Fireball again, just like she's burning this house to the ground with whatever it is inside of it. Like if she can get eyes on it, great, but in the meantime, it's just blasting this thing.
Okay.
So 39.
Okay, and what's the radius on Fireball again? Remind me.
60 feet.
And
or sorry, 20 feet.
20 feet.
20 feet sphere.
Sorry, 150 feet. Mm-hmm.
DM's ruling a judgment call from you guys. Does that go through walls, or is it encased in the room it's in?
It spreads around corners and it ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
So this house is en fuego. This is a literal box of fire at this point. You have ignited the old wood that is here into the charred hopes and dreams of whatever family might have wanted to come back here. You don't hear another yelp, though.
I would like to look around again to see if I see.
Make another perception check.
Anything fleeing the building? Yeah, I would like to get in on that.
Please, as well.
25.
25?
19.
19. You actually. You don't see anything? Actually, no, I'm sorry. Beats it. Delg, you see something skittering from one roof to another. It looks roughly humanoid.
I will yell as loud as I can, pointing at it in the direction it's going.
Cascade's going to, in front of it then, cast, knowing where it's running, in that direction.
It's on a roof, just as a heads up.
Yep, no, I completely understand. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I've got 150 feet on this fireball range, so she's going to do that, swapping out with radiant damage this time. Or actually lightning. Wow. No, she's going to go radiant. Up on the roof, like
up
he's
on
pointing.
The
Yeah. Radiant fireballs.
Blinded by the light.
Okay. You're gonna do this at disadvantage because you did not see it, and it is not within your sight.
It's a dex. It's a dex save.
Oh yeah,
it's
it's
just
right,
100. It's 150 feet. I got a 20-foot thing. I'm just trailing his finger and putting it in front of it.
Okay, then let's do this. Can you make me a general intelligence check to on the fly work out where you think this person's going to be at the right time, to lead your shot?
Intelligence, just
roll
straight up intelligence. Yeah. Okay. That's a 20.
Yeah. Cool. Please roll your damage unless you already have.
I have not yet.
For the third fireball in a row.
That is radiant damage, not fire damage.
Sure.
Can you do necrotic? Ooh,
if I get
fireball.
a necrotic spell in my spell book.
You hear a yelp.
Would like to track it.
From your box.
Yeah, as best as I can. I got a 30 passive perception. I feel like I should be able to trace it. See where it keeps going.
I will, with your 30 passive and the previous roll you had, tell you this. It started running away from you guys.
Okay.
Cascade's gonna look over at Varys. Can you get me higher?
Absolutely. I'll cast Fly on both Cascade and myself.
All right.
60
Bitch ain't
feet
getting
flying
away.
speed for 10 minutes.
Yeah, Cascade's just going to immediately levitate up to the rooftops to see if she can. She knows that she's hit this thing at least twice.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to levitate up to the roof to see if she can catch it as it's trying to run away. At least get a glimpse of this thing.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Yes, I'm looking. I'm looking.
Can I assist by yelling at where I saw?
I got
her
a 27.
Oh my god, I got an 8.
I mean, you put him in the right direction, I'd say, to know where to look at all, let alone.
Okay.
So
I'm just
8.
trying to do whatever I can stuck in this fucking box.
I got a 27 on a perception roll.
You see, okay, 27. I'm gonna give you a little extra flavor, a little extra spin on it. You see whatever was up on the roof, just as it goes down over the roof, like 2 buildings over. You also can tell that it is humanoid, and it seems like it at the end, when you just caught it, was crawling on its hands and feet in a very similar fashion as you had seen vampires crawl before on walls.
Okay. Are we following Cascade? It went that way. Point direct. 2 houses. It crawled down the side. And I'll
what?
take off after it.
Yeah, I mean, flying with that 60, trying to catch up.
I think I figured it out. I would like to try to use my pendant to go to the nowhere end.
Okay. Let's get to Bree. Are you doing anything during this, by the way?
I have been. I gave up because I was rolling almost nonstop and I wasn't getting any 20s. And the way I logicked it is that I would need a 20 to like cast the projection and then another 20 to like switch places in order for me to escape. And I haven't even gotten the 1 yet. So I feel like I'm just. Yeah, I'm a plethora of emotions because this all went from like, I gotta protect Hope by essentially maybe murdering Delg, or at least trying to. And now I've got to get out of the box because there's other things happening. So like, yeah, Breeze is Breeze in a box of emotions right now. She's a little ornery.
Understood. Nothing happens, dog.
Bullshit. Okay.
You feel it start to connect. Like, you feel the power and the energy start to, like, pull you a little bit. And the door, like, kind of start to open. But, I don't know what else to say except for Barovia.
Okay. Take a nap, then. I'm stuck in a box. A magical cylinder, so I'm slightly protected. All I can do is take a short rest.
Okay. We'll see if it gets to an hour. Varys and Cascade, you are in hot pursuit.
Q. Hot pursuit. Let's go.
What's that?
Calm down.
Cute.
Dukes of Hazzard, man. Roscoe P. Coltrane in hot pursuit.
I do not know this. I know what, but do not know. Personally.
Oh, you youngsters.
I used to watch
Don't
that
know
all
the
the
joys of the Dukes of Hazzard.
time. I know.
The joys of the Daisy Dukes.
Yes.
So,
Cascade.
Yeah, still trying to locate this thing. If I get eyes on it, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the thing.
Cascade is.
Cascade's right behind him, and making it clear that once Varys sees it, to call it out. She's now has her book in one hand, and in her other, she's holding a scroll. Then she's just flying through the air trying to find this thing.
Okay. You both, because your speed is much faster than its now, I'm going to give you these rolls at advantage. So perception checks, please.
Perception at advantage.
Oh, cool. A 17.
Okay.
And an 18.
Well, all right then. You see, as you go to where you watched him go down, you look around in the little alleyway that's right there, trying to see if you can figure out which building he went into. And you catch just the back end of this person running at like full speed into a building, and the door like opening, and it opens with enough force that it slams and makes a sound, which instantly you can tell that that's where it is. He rolled really low on his stealth, so he slammed a door. The clothing that this man is wearing, Varys, is incredibly familiar to you.
How
in
so?
fact, the last time you saw it, you were also being fucked with in the streets of Vallaki by a vampire.
Like emo Lost Boy type clothing?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Semi-steampunky, leather, well-kept, stylish, form-fitting.
Slightly well kept, kind of seared down.
So we went inside a building. I'm going to fly over the building and make sure it doesn't come out the backside.
Okay. You are
keep
able to
an
get
eye.
Overwatch enough to know that he's in there.
Okay. He's still inside the building, Cascade.
Cascade drops down low and calls into the building. If you don't come out, I will bring this building down on your head. You have until the count of 3. 1, 2.
She'll do it.
Any response?
She's not playing around. I've seen her do it.
Have you though?
She just did it.
I can make it. I can make a deception check if you'd like me to do that.
No.
Oh, come on! I never get to make a deception.
So yeah, as you get to 2, I need a wisdom save from you.
An 18.
There's a flicker of an image in front of you, as if you daydreamed for a split second about something that you greatly fear, but it passes quickly. There is no other response.
Cascade is going to hold out the scroll and like grip it in her hand, and as she does, there'll be like a blue arcane energy that like comes from her fingers as she's casting Shatter at third level. She's doing it inside like the building. There's like a 10-foot radius. I need a con save.
Here's my only question. Can you make an argument for being able to know exactly where this person is, because he's like
I hear what you're saying.
running away.
Like if I don't hit him, that's fine. But what I'm also trying to do, is attack the structure of the building with shatter, like kind of like targeting for a support beam. She told him that she was bringing this down, so that's kind of the intention. Barovia's not the greatest at keeping their buildings together. The plane's falling apart anyways. Yeah. She's dropping this building on him.
What's the DC again?
17 for Constitution.
So he rolled a 17.
So meets beats it.
Yeah. The building rolled a 6. So that support beam you were trying to shatter?
Yeah. So let me see. That's going to be... He's going to take half of this still, even though he saved 3d8. It's 4d8. I'm just going to roll it in here. So 25 thunder damage.
25 damage to the building and 12 to him? Okay. You hear a voice just say, ow.
The next will be your end.
There's anything else you're doing?
If I see it leave the building, I'm holding Eldritch Blast.
Has not left the building.
Or if I see it in a window or anything, any kind of opening.
So make a perception check for that.
Okay. Natural 20 for the 28.
Okay,
this
then.
This red die is on fire.
Interesting. Okay. Varys, you do not see him coming out of the building at all.
Okay.
You do, however, catch a glimpse of like a flash in the window behind Cascade, across the little alley, as if somebody else is watching from a different building. And hey, Cascade.
Oh, shit.
How's it going?
That's all right.
Cool. Could I get a con save from you, please?
You absolutely can. An 8.
8 was the con save?
Well, let me double check and see if I have any pluses, but I don't think I do other than that. Nope.
Any inspiration?
Nope.
You start to you're really thirsty all of a sudden. Like all of the saliva's gone from your mouth, and you start to feel dry, and like your skin almost seems like it's cracking. Like every drop of moisture is leaving your body, and you feel this wave of probably panic and concern as the blight takes over.
It would also be at that point when I would say, "There's another one behind you across the street, and can I take a shot at that area?" Okay.
Yes. 47 points of necrotic damage from your body just shriveling into a raisin instantaneously.
Gotcha.
What was your attack roll?
21, 22, and 25.
It did not think it was seen. So it was like in the window. All 3 of them hit.
Okay. 3d10. 7, 16 plus 21 is 37 points of damage.
The window behind you, Cascade, shatters as these Eldritch Blast forces go through it, sending glass everywhere, and you hear this, like, scratchy voice, like, yelp out in pain. And as you spin around, you can barely catch them, like, leaving the shadows.
Is it the same yelp as what we had heard before?
Sounded much different.
Yeah, no, Cascade's turning back to this building in front of her, and...
You can hear it actively creaking and, like, starting to give way.
Uh-huh. Yep. Let me read this. Determine which one's the better play here. Yeah, no, Cascade's done with this bullshit. She's casting, on this building that's, like, creaking and falling away. She's going to cast Fireball, 7th level, swapping out for radiant damage.
Great, yeah.
That's a lot of dice.
Roll that sweet fucking beautiful bean footage of all the dice just rolling across the thing.
43 radiant damage. If they don't succeed, half if they do.
You hear a loud cry. As if someone is crying in near mortal pain. Paris, Cascade, what would you like to do? Bree, have you rolled a 20 yet?
Do I see where the other thing went?
So you're doing like Overwatch over top, and you like saw in the window and fired down,
Yep.
and then it kind of disappeared into the window. So you have to like go down and like look in the window if you wanted to.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Cool. So make a perception check to see if you can catch him before he goes around a corner.
26.
Okay.
That was your die, Ash. That was a good one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you see him going out a door on the other side of the building.
Okay, do I have a shot?
You can take it, yeah. Disadvantage though,
Disadvantage. All right, hold on.
because
these
he's
one at
well.
a
No,
time.
actually, this would be a straight roll. This wouldn't be a disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, all right. Is a 17 hit?
17 hits.
Oh, the other two definitely do then. Okie dokie. Come on, let's get some good numbers. 11, 17, plus 21, 38 points of force damage.
Okay.
And I'm pursuing.
You hear that crackle cry out. Delg, are you just watching Bree frantically try to get out of the cage?
I'm napping.
Okay.
Slumped in the corner.
Yep,
Taking
just
a nap.
sitting.
Bree's trying to will herself through the cage wall. Got it. So Cascade and Varys. We could do the cat and mouse game for a long time if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
What is your intent? Is it just to kill the person that is nearest you?
At this point, yeah. Like if kill or capture, like it's this person has clearly like acted with malcontent, and we've come this far. Cascade's trying to keep that thing from fucking with us anymore. Whether she can get information, great. But at this point, she kind of doesn't care.
Okay. Can you roll a 1d100 for me?
Yes.
Ooh, interesting.
I can do that. I'm pretty good at those.
Oh, a 20.
Got to 20.
Nat 20.
20. Okay. So how much damage, DMs of Barovia, how much damage would a building falling on someone cause?
Oh my god. Well, how big is the building? Is it a straw building? Is it made out of bricks?
In my head, it was like brick, and it was 2 stories.
Brick and 2 stories.
Say
Were they on the first floor or the second floor?
They were on the first floor.
So the building's falling on them.
Yeah.
Oh.
They can jump out a window.
Like
I love your creativity.
8d6 bludgeoning damage. I don't know.
8d6? No way, dude. It's more than that. It's
more than that.
Much.
Oh, right.
Yeah, more than 8d6. You're dropping. I mean,
that's
an
a fireball.
house, but you're
10d10.
Yeah, but
not a
it's,
whole house.
so you can't say the whole house. It's not like the whole house concentrates into a ball and drops on the guy's head. It's like a section of the house, you know.
But it's still like
and I still
suddenly
think he
being
gets to
crushed.
Yeah, I mean, if it's more, it's more.
I make an
I'm all for more.
10d10.
Can somebody
Fireball bludgeoning plus 1 level upcast. There you go. So 9d6. Because 8d6 is a fireball, right?
Sure. Somebody just roll damage.
Fireball damage, bludgeoning, like just a base fireball, 3rd level.
Sure.
Okay. Per floor.
And it's perfect because
Okay,
you still can
upcast
do
per floor. Okay, so 4th level fireball.
There you go.
And he still gets the dex save too.
26 bludgeoning.
See, that doesn't seem like enough.
That's my thing. Fireball.
There's a lot of 2s
It's
and
a
1s
whole
in there,
house.
Right, but I feel like if you hear the house crumbling down, you can dodge a lot of stuff coming down at you.
Yeah, he failed his dex save though.
But you're still not gonna like just sit there
He was
like, oh
pretty
no.
hurt to begin with. I mean, anytime you're rolling dice, you can get low dice rolls.
You feel pretty confident he's buried in the rubble here. Whether he's dead or alive, you'd have to unbury him to find out. It was a 25% chance the house was going to fall, and you rolled a 20.
Sick.
Good job.
Cascade's going to, like, as the house falls down, knowing that this thing's trapped under it, she's going to call out to it one more time. You could tell me what you are, and I could send you somewhere. Not here. I'd be happier to leave you to die, though, I think.
Cascade, you hear a voice in your mind. So Cascade, you hear a voice in your head. Varys, what are you doing?
I'm trying to kill this other fucker.
Okay,
Following
so you are
and blasting.
Chasing. He seems to be going out the door and into the next building over. So another perception check to keep his trail, or survival if you'd like to do that. Your choice.
No, perception is more my thing, but it's only a 13 this time.
Oh, thank God. Manages to evade somehow and take a turn that you weren't expecting, and gets out of the way. Why is everybody?
I will just orbit that area and wait to see movement. So if he's in a house, that's fine.
Sarah.
What?
The things were in the wrong order in the overlay. I had to move them.
Oh, gotcha.
It was Cascade for a second.
Yep. Cascade,
Oh,
what
look
would you
at
like-
me! I got
how
a
did it
chair.
feel? How did it
I got a chair.
Cascade, what would you like to do?
She's sorry, I'm trying to think.
Chat,
Let me
DMV
just
Beyond
double
is a
check.
great website resource for us. We are currently not sponsored by anybody. If you'd like to sponsor us, you're more than welcome to. If there's any beverage companies that would like to sponsor us, I like Amber's. Chum and I both like porters and
Same.
stouts.
Yes. I also like anything free.
Okay, that's the response.
Wait, what's the response?
Do you come from the land down under?
I
That
come
was the
from the
reason.
land down under.
Well, I was about to type that in Twitch chat.
Ew. That would have been great.
Yeah, everybody gets to know.
Yeah, Cascade's going to kind of hunch over, feeling the pain from that blight attack is going to lift up into the air. And try to find Varys to get to Varys.
Varys is frantically looking for where this other person had gone.
Varys, we need to go. Something else
you-
is coming.
He went in this house right here, though. You can't leave these things alive. They'll just keep regenerating.
Something larger is coming. We need to leave.
Okay. What?
Something-
What
it
large?
called it-
What?
It called it its father. I don't know. We need to go.
Father. That'd be Strahd. He's dead.
It's not. It's something else.
As okay, let's go. We'll fly back to everybody else. But as we're going, I would like a little more clarification, please, Cascade.
Yeah. And as we kind of fly back, Cascade will say, "It taunted me in its dying moments that it wasn't important, and that something it referred to as a father figure was coming soon." That's all it would say.
I'm trying to think what could that be? Would I have heard of anything like that from our last time in Barovia?
Like Stone Daddy.
Make a history or a religion check.
I'm good at neither of those things, and equally bad at both. Okay.
Actually, have you rolled yet?
Yes, but I'll keep the roll. What is the?
I was gonna say, which one did you roll?
It doesn't matter. It's an 8 either way.
Tell me which one you rolled.
Oh, history.
Roll it again. I was gonna give you advantage on history.
Oh, okay. Maybe let's do a different dice this time. How about the nice purple one? That's worse. That's a 6.
So what's the highest?
8. I'm not good at the history.
Yeah. Doesn't ring a bell.
That's more Delg's thing. Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Cascade, do you happen to know? I guess I could have asked this earlier. Don't be mad. Do you know how to like disintegrate things? I've already asked you that before, haven't I?
I don't have this ability, no. I've yet to
Okay.
come along the right script.
I love
That's
that this
right.
is a
That was
casual
the-
question. Do you know how to disintegrate things? Like,
That was the answer that you gave me the last time I asked you that. I remember this conversation before. I won't forget again.
It's fine. We should get back to the others and we should move on.
I know, but it's not going to do us any good. We can't go anywhere until the spell goes. I mean, the good news is they're safe in there.
Yeah, well. I suppose that's something.
Bree, you roll 20 yet? Let's see. It's how many?
It's been about a half an hour.
10. Right. I'm trying to figure out how many 6-second intervals there are in an hour.
100 or
100.
100. So you get to roll 100 d20s.
one of them has to be a 20, right?
100 d20s, and I have to.
Well, now it's
Roll
50 because
two
we have
of them.
30 minutes left. So roll 50 d20 and roll 20. If you get two 20s in there, you get out.
I like this.
Before the hour comes up.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna get like 10 d20s, you watch. Or 10 20s. Can I just roll a percentile die to get out? I'm pretty good at
No.
that.
No.
Just, all I do is get lower than a 12. Odds are in your favor, right?
You know what the great thing about this spell is? Even if you use the wish spell, you still have to pass the charisma saving throw.
Yeah, it's
No, I don't.
brutal.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
I wish to dispel it.
You can't,
You can't.
dispel
It cannot be dispelled.
Then I'll just
It's
wish.
a nasty spell.
I just wish to reshape
There's
all
a
of
20,
reality.
see it?
I got one.
11 in, though. That's pretty good.
I don't see the roll.
Yeah, I didn't see
It's
the
in
roll either.
Discord.
I put it
Oh.
in Discord. I just did a different method for the
that's
whole thing.
amazing.
Wow.
Yes. I only got one of the 20s. So my echo is out of sight of the box. Literally, the echo appears outside of the box as the box disappears. And then Bree self-destructs just everywhere. Just like deals explosive damage to
Oh my
everybody
God.
in a 60-foot radius. Just nasty.
All right, so I'm not concentrating anymore.
Yeah,
Fast forwarding.
So your hour has passed. The force cage is open. Delg, you are free. You get a short rest.
Excellent.
Bree does not.
'Cause
Bree was
Bree's been-
active the whole time.
Oh, poor Bree.
What do you guys like to do?
Get HP back.
Cascade says we have to move. Something big is coming.
The creature, whatever it is that was attacking us, it claims something larger is coming. It was almost gleeful in the way that it described it.
It was a vampire, Cascade, just so we're clear. It was
I-
a vampire.
Didn't ever get a clear look at it. However, I'm spent. We need to find a place to at least rest or move to wherever the next place is. This dusk elf, you say?
That's the
We
closest.
need answers and we need to leave. My concern in this moment is that with Strahd gone and the plane unraveling, that there is something here that these masters want.
Is Hope back?
That's a good question.
So after the hour has passed and Delg asks, is Hope back? We will switch over to Hope. Hope, you had that moment at home where you checked in on the waterfall and kind of looked around. saw the bench with the inscription for hope on it. And after you've had your moment or two, you take the cubic gate in your hand again and activate another charge. This would be the second of the 3. To cast it one more time in an attempt to cross the plane dimension back into Barovia. What were the D100 rolls that I had you roll?
46 and 83.
Hope, as you step through the gate, you find yourself in a dark room. It's not quite like no light. It's just like a room during the day that doesn't have a light source in it. It seems like it's an office of sorts with like a leather chair and like mahogany desk and bookcases.
Does anything look familiar? Like, is there a window that I can see out of?
There is a window. Yeah, you could go look out of it if you'd like.
Yeah, I would love to.
Below you, very far, like 500 yards below, there seems to be a sprawling city that comes out in from what you can see in this perspective, every direction, from the building you're in, the tower that you're in.
Okay. I think immediately Hope would like look at the gate, the cubic gate thing, and kind of hit it a couple times. Like, did I do something wrong? Like I did it right the first time.
Do me a favor, please. Can you not hit that? It's a very delicate piece of machinery. And as you turn around to look at the voice, standing before you is Artemis. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh God, he's alive!
Or you're dead.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.